And good evening, everybody. Oh, I saw somebody joined us here while we were getting ready to go. So hello, good evening, everybody. This is our good old Ghosts of Saltmarsh campaign, episode 29. So it's 29 sessions deep. That's a couple. Did the math before I came in. That means we've been playing this game for over 7 months now. Fucking crazy. But anywho, so we'll hop into this real quick. We are down one Glub that he should be joining us later. RL stuff unfortunately does happen, so he will hopefully be joining us in a bit, but he will be missing the beginning of this combat, which is also quite unfortunate. So, but before we get into that, just a quick announcement, reminder of that we are still doing our charity our charity for Extra Life, which is, there should be a link to that down below. Looking to raise money up to $3,500, but it's for a good cause, for benefits children's hospitals across continental North America. Specifically, ours will be benefiting the Children's Hospital of Atlanta. And so just take a look down that below. You also have the opportunity to win like cool prizes and stuff. I believe we're still giving away a digital copy of Tasha's College from Everything, as well as a gaming mouse and gaming keyboard for our last couple of things at $2,500 and then $3,500 respectively. So you could win something neat, and it's a good cause. So open your hearts and wallets to that down below. And unless anybody has any fun and exciting news they would like to impart upon the world.
Good.
Awesome. All right, so we'll hop into a brief recap of
Dogs.
Of dogs. Yeah, that's where we ended up. But last session, our brave adventurers opened up their evening as they arrived in Burl looking for one Kiara Shadowbreaker, who's the Castellan of Burl, to plead her favor for some troops to assist Saltmarsh in its conflict with the Sahuagin. Finding her after a little bit of wandering around into a small druid grove within the middle of Burl, they had a brief discussion where she explained how important, reiterated, as they were aware that what they did was important, but reiterating how important it was for them to not lose any soldiers. However, if they could potentially drive back some of the more major forces that make excursions from the Dreadwood, they could revisit the topic, and she could possibly spare some troops, depending on how things were looking after the fact. So, informing them of a lieutenant of one Granny Nightshade, who is a night hag who is of great power and influence within the Dreadwood. They are being sent to hunt down an Oni, which has been spotted periodically popping up on the fringes of the Dreadwood, participating in very small skirmishes and directing troop movements, as it were, from the Dreadwood. So they went on their way, journeying to the Dreadwood to begin looking around for this fellow and attempt to murder the shit out of him, as you do when you're an adventurer and there are monsters about. And they made their way. Julian read an exciting letter that he had received several days ago, which did not bode well.
I don't know if exciting is the word for that.
I think it was pretty exciting, but presume what seems to be a message from the good doctor who had done, his dental work and some work on his skin in the past. And then they arrived. Their escort, who had kind of led them on their way, going off about their business, patrolling the edge of the Dreadwood, and leaving them to their own devices. They took a brief little nappy poo about a few hundred yards from the edge of the Dreadwood itself. Bart noticing what appeared to be a pack of direwolves on the edge of the wood that then disappeared into the woods, before they decided to fuck it, we're gonna go in the middle of the night, because why not? Journeying in, and briefly thereafter being set upon by said direwolves, and that's actually where we're gonna be joining our party at the beginning of this session. So, if everybody could go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Oh, why are we doing that? They must be friendly, right?
As you hear do you hear the music playing right now?
Oof. This is not puppy music.
Wow, I feel really bad. I feel like Jones should not want me to ever roll his initiative.
You want me to roll it for you?
It's too late. It's already rolled. I don't know, dog. I mean, with his bonus, it's probably better than what you did, but it was a bad roll to start with.
Yikes.
Ella did a lot better.
Julian did not do very well.
I have an advantage on initiative now, so that's
You
pretty
do have advantage on initiative. That's pretty fucking exciting.
You have
Look
advantage
at
on initiative
you.
and you reroll ones. That's fucked up.
Yep. Yep.
And you have a passive perception of like 22.
I went from having a 6 initiative to having a 17, so that's pretty good.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so I guess we will start that off if I could get initiative rolls of 25 to 20.
That'll be him.
Nobody. None of y'all got 25 to 20. Oh, shit. 20 to 15. You said 17 for Bart.
17.
Anybody? Oh, come on, guys.
Hey!
Okay, all right,
Yeah,
Bart.
top of the party, last of the.
All right, 15 to 10.
11.
11. Jakob. Oh, God. Ella goes before you, even, Julian.
I told you. I
I-
didn't roll so well.
I ain't concerned about the allies going before me. I'm concerned about the fucking puppies going before me.
Okay, and 10 to 5?
7.
7. Okay, Glub barely beat you out with his 9.
Nice.
I feel like the summary for the end of last session was just, I wonder what the chances are we'll get jumped by direwolves. The DM's just like, roll initiative, and I'll tell you.
Y'all saw a pack of direwolves, like, before you went into the forest. Like, y'all went in, like, 5 minutes or so after he saw them. He was like, what could possibly go wrong? Like, sweet
I'm sure they were
fucking
spooked up.
Christ,
Alright.
guys. Jeez, okay. Oh, fuck. About lost my pencil. Okay. That could be a lot worse for y'all.
I know, me and Glub got attacks off before.
No, you did not.
We did not?
No.
Oh,
Y'all didn't get shit off.
we
Oh.
never rolled anything.
Yeah.
What you talking about?
I'm trying to remember. Was this in the other campaign or a previous session in this one where something like that happened?
I think you need to get more in that caffeine in you, buddy.
No, I could have sworn we got, like, because we weren't surprised. Or something like that.
I don't know.
Oh well, whatever.
I'm quite surprised about this situation. That's very spooky.
Been surprised for 7 days.
Y'all weren't exactly surprised, but y'all also weren't getting like surprise off on them either. Was
Oh yeah.
kind of how that went. Probably should have rolled some of these dice beforehand, so that's my apologies, fellas. But anywho, so y'all can't see super great, but y'all are just gonna have to bear with me. God damn it. Because the radius on light is how far there, Mr. Bart?
The radius on light is 20-foot radius.
Okay. Also, if anybody
additional-
in the chat, feel free to say if this is too dark. I'm trying to keep a balance of it still being darkish without being, unseeable. Can y'all see the players? Because I can see okay, but
Yes. Like I have to zoom in, but yeah.
yeah, I mean I can turn up the brightness a little bit more to make it a little bit. But,
Yes,
sir.
And it's dim light and an additional 20 feet.
And it's so bright light within 20, and so see that's
20-foot radius and dim 20 foot after that.
right. So those of you that do not have dark vision, anything within 40 feet of you, you can hit at not disadvantage.
Okay.
So, on that note, we will go ahead and get rolling into this combat at top of initiative, which is Bart. What you doing, buddy?
I'm gonna do the standard because I at least have had an issue. Yeah, I know it. Yeah, so we're going to embolden my homies, the 3 PC characters, and we'll pop out a spiritual weapon.
Okay. Where are you popping that out?
I know they're gonna be bringing the fight to us, so
That's
on
fair.
this side next to me.
Gotcha. So to your right or left? I'm sorry.
The other side's a tree, so just
Okay. So side of you so like over here somewhere, and I'll give you control of that, and you can
Okay.
you can place that wherever you would like within range.
Yep.
Is that about where you're wanting it?
Yeah.
just within this kind of right over there. Okay. So
yeah, I figure actually if you keep it right there, maybe the dire wolves. So it'll give you a little bit of wiggle room since they are large creatures in those system.
they are some big bitches. They are big. And trust me, I was sizing them up and I was like, damn, large is large. All right.
Large is large. Crazy.
So that
Also, if they grapple me or Glub, they can run away with us at full speed. So be careful.
yeah, that's a very good point. Yeah. Okay, so that brings us to Ella's turn in
round
initiative.
one, you guys never saw Bardic Kid. His
Ever-
entire wolf just ran off with him.
You just hear clank, 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 clank as it's just hauling ass. Like, no. Because what's your bonus to athletics? +0. So Ella, being a human who can't really see in the dark, is going to draw her sword, kind of drawing it across the inside of her forearm. As she does so, as it bursts into just a radiant kind of glow that billows along her sword, unfortunately rolling max on the die. So that kind of sucks. Yeah. Can you apply, please? There we go.
Put max on her blood magic die.
Yeah, because she takes
Oh, shit.
damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
But she will also light up. And that's her bonus action. But she is not going to go running off into the woods because she's not a giant moron. Instead, she's kind of turning to look away from you guys. I was going to take the dodge action, kind of readying her shield and her shield and sword, kind of preparing for the fuckery that is to come. Gosh darn it. Which that will then bring us to Julian.
Oh shit! I go before the dogs. Cool.
You do. They rolled really bad.
Good. That's exactly what I want to hear. There's nothing about this situation that is good, but I guess I will. I don't want him running off on my little froggy buddy, so this one right here, I'm gonna hit him with them arrows.
Can you? Which one are you shooting at?
I hit it with a magic missile.
I'd look down at the combat tracker. Okay,
There.
one in the front. Gotcha.
The one closest to Glub. So
Sure.
the 2 shots.
All right.
That's a miss.
What was the attack?
Forget you have a D4.
You do have a D4. Don't forget your emboldening bond.
Which I rolled a 1 on. Cool.
What's the total?
That is a 14.
14 just hits.
Wait, what? Oh,
on
shit. Okay,
on
good.
the nose. On the nose.
I'm used to Milo because I rolled a 5 on the dice and then I forgot that I have a plus fucking 8.
Hey.
Yeah. All right. What's that damage?
That'll be 10 for the first.
Very nice.
Hell
It's
yeah.
a big hit.
That is a nat fucking 20.
Take them to the pound.
Bitches.
There you go. All right, roll damage.
Oh no! Come back. Close. As a 12 plus. That'll be 19 points of damage for that second.
Holy shit.
If we manage to delete the alpha in the first round, do we send the rest of the pack running?
I don't know, dog. You'll have to play and find out. Okay. Very nice. Is that going to be it for your turn, Julian?
That would have been way more of a clutch 20 if I was using one of my hexes. Yeah, that'll be it.
That'll be
Not
it.
going anywhere.
Okay. Funnily enough, that brings it to his turn. So, Mr. Man, believe it or not, just goes meow.
Shocking.
Oh, hi.
Yeah. And you can see, gosh darn it. Stop spinning,
I thought
you bitch.
you said it was the one that I shot.
Oh, did I grab the wrong guy? My
Yeah,
apologies.
there's the one all the way to the left that he showed.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Fuck around and find out.
I was very confused there for a second. I was like, wait, what?
It does, except it actually is kind of like standing off to this side here.
That is a big dog.
It is a big dog, and it's running up, and you just see both of your arrows like one solidly sank into like a shoulder, and the other like buried in its breast, like up to the fletching. And it's gonna try to bite you. It just
Again, shocker.
just
Absolute
runs
shocker.
out and just lashes out at you, just like jaws like all lathered up and stuff. I don't think that's gonna hit you with a 12.
No.
I didn't figure. But so it just snaps out at you, jaws like you're able to duck out of the way, but you can just still feel the hot breath coming off of this thing, just that smells kind of vaguely of rotted meat and just vaguely wet dog.
Werewolves.
No?
Or just dogs that are wet.
Or just dogs that are wet. You are correct, sir.
No, in TTRPGs, wet dog means werewolf.
Is that how that works? So let me see here. Because y'all are actually kind of tactically located next to a tree.
I know, this is great. I love this tree so much.
So let's see here. So what this guy is going to do. See how easy it is. You know, actually, we're going to use our handy-dandy drawing tool instead of trying to guess things, because that actually, like, why not? Oh, no. Whoa, that's in the air.
What happened?
I don't know.
He's gonna take the fly action.
This wolf actually has a ping pong action.
One of these dire wolves is actually a warg with fucking sorcerer class levels. Where for some, it turns out he was definitely the alpha.
So this fight got a lot worse really fast.
Okay, so this one can get right here on this other side of Glub, and is going to take a chomp at him. Which, because of pack tactics, that is at advantage.
Oh no.
So that's a 13 on the dice. Plus 5. Good gracious. Okay, click around all these. Okay, that hits just past his AC. For, unfortunately, really shitty on damage. 4, 5, 7.
I say unfortunately.
Hey, I said unfortunately it's unfortunate for me. Alright, so that's that, and then Glib has to make a strength saving throw.
Oh shit.
He is not proficient in.
Doesn't he have that D4? That D4?
He does, it won't make a difference because I just rolled a natural 1.
Oh god damn it.
Yeah. So Glub!
You can't kill Glub without Jones being here.
Yeah, homeboy should be poisoned though, right? Making a natural weapon attack against.
He will have to make a saving throw. I will give him that. Cause
every little bit. I got a fist for my guy. He ain't even here.
Hey man, I offered him as I asked if he wanted anybody to Jaeger him, and he didn't say.
To Jaeger him.
Yeah. That's a natural 17. It is not poisoned. So y'all see this other. Do I? Did you want to use a portent?
Yes.
Sure. Yeah. Well, let me see those wizard levels, Julian. Y'all see this other direwolf come bounding across, coming around, and kind of like as it bites at it, also like kind of body slamming Glub a little bit, not like slamming him into the ground as he has now been knocked prone. And then coming up from this other side, this one is going to come running up to, gosh darn it, stop getting stuck on my trees.
Hey, Tails
Direwolf
team, you should give us the ability to lay down models.
There's something they're working on. If I recall.
Really?
Something they've already talked about that they're
Yeah.
Good shit. Never mind. Keep up the good work, Tails Spider.
Yeah.
So, and this one is, let's see, we're due high, low. Okay. And so, Christopher, this one comes running up to you and seems to be pausing right before you, but it does have its eyes trained on you.
Okay.
It's this thing, and this one can just make it to you, I believe.
Oh fuck! I didn't see those back there.
Yeah. And so another wolf comes running up behind you as you see what the first one was waiting on, as they both lunge out at you. So, attack from the first one that like paused in front of you. 2 and a 4 on the dice, clanging uselessly into your armor. And then the other one, the natural 17, is going to hit you.
Yeah,
Wait,
I guess
for the
so.
17.
A natural 17, up to
okay.
a total of 22. So 22 to hit. Go ahead and make a strength saving throw for me, Jakob.
I need to switch dice because that one's been rolling real bad, but I think I'm fine with the 17.
17. You're fine. You're not knocked prone, but that second one, you're able to kind of ward off, like kind of shoving your big old like plated arm into the mouth of the first one. It's not able to make any impact. The second one though comes bounding up and clamps down onto you as you suffer 11 points of piercing damage. Not magical, but so it is reduced.
All right.
Okay, and then this one I believe can make it to where he's going. Bounding his way up here. And is going to do the wolf thing and focus the threat with the bow, and taking a bite at as another bite attack is coming your way, Julian.
Hey. Okay.
That is a 19 to hit.
I guess
yes,
the spiritual weapon did not spook them.
Not particularly. This is a spooky forest.
That's fair.
Okay. But with the D4, that is a 21.
For your strength saving throw?
Yes, because I have +0 from strength, but I rolled an 18 and then a 3 on the D4.
Okay, yeah, you're super good. You're able to roll with it, but it does come like chomping down on you for 13 points of piercing damage.
Holy shit!
It do be like that.
Huh.
You good?
No, but...
No?
okay.
I mean, I figured. Shit did hurted. Alrighty, so you take that damage. That is then going to finish the wolf's turn, bring us to Glub, who is currently prone. Let's see here. Glub gonna kip up to his feet, using most of his movement. Thankfully, he doesn't really need to go anywhere.
I feel like Glue wouldn't just be like, nah, I'm gonna chill in the middle of 3 dire wolves.
I will, from Jones, and I quote, Gloob will be being very reckless.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
I was like, hey,
correct.
if you don't want somebody Jaegering him, just give me any instructions you want. He said Gloob will be being pretty reckless. So he's here to scrap for the moment, I guess. Until Jones shows up and goes, dear God, man, what are you doing to me? Oh, God. And, I mean... Y'all have wombo comboed, so he's gonna turn. That did use movement, so he can't do that. So I'm gonna get rid of that. Oh shit! Already throw a dice on brand, and is going to go to. Let's see. Actually, we'll give Gloob the benefit of the doubt, as he is actually going to hop between these 2 dire wolves. Kind of put him right here because his model is very little, but that doesn't put him out of anybody's range. But he is then so that he can, or I guess he'd get sneak attack anyway, but fuck it. We'll put him there because I said I'm putting him there. And he is going to go to try to stab that direwolf that has already appears to be pretty fucked up from the 2 arrows in its ass, in its frontal area, not its ass. And that is definitely going to hit with a 15 just from the D4 and the D20. And I don't know how much sneak attack damage he does right now. I feel like it's a lot. He's level 5. That's 3d6, if I recall. Gosh darn it. Yes, okay. 3d6. Get a third d6, and then a d8 from his rapier. 4, 8, 12, 18. So as he kind of hops his way past these two direwolves that are in front of you, he then just lunges out and skewering the one that you had previously shot Julian like through one ear into its skull before whipping his blade back out. As that direwolf is Dunyan rings. It's just kind of like some obviously blood leaking out of the side of its head as it just kind of like wobbles and then kind of collapses onto the grassy floor.
Which one did he get?
That one.
The one that I shot.
The one that he shot. Yep. So he can't really do anything else that I'm aware of off the top of my head. That will then bring us to Jakob's turn.
Cool. I'm going to make a Great Weapon Master attack against the one to my south.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that attack.
Roll the d4, Ian.
Seriously?
Yep.
That was fast. I feel like I've not rolled any like the exciting ones. Gosh darn it. Oh, don't tell me I closed it.
I think deafness is super exciting. We should just stick with it.
Yep, just stick with deafness.
If that's not an exciting one.
Gosh darn it. Christopher, apparently I closed that and didn't pull it back
I'm
up.
just
So give me 1
imagining
sec.
like horror stories of you think Bart's your daughter and you need to give him a big hug like get the fuck off me, we're fighting direwolves.
You are now a grappler.
Okay. Alright. So, Jakob, as you go to make that attack roll, what seems to just be happening a lot recently is seeing the wounds on your person and the giant hulking dire wolves on either side of you. You hear your daughter like cry out in fear for your safety, and you have disadvantage on the next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw you make.
All right, it's gonna be
Ready
an
to get
attack.
daycare for this girl or something.
She is dead.
As I make second Great Weapon Master attack against same target.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to precision attack with the D8.
Okay. Remember, you don't get the D4 on this one.
Yes. Sorry, math. 16.
16 does
Oh
hit.
wait, it's a -5. Sorry, not -2.
So 16 down to 13.
Yeah.
Does not hit.
Hoop.
So as you go to swing with the like being distracted by the fear you hear in your ghostly daughter's voice, your swing goes just wide and like sinking a few inches into the dirt before you're able to pull it back out, kind of readying yourself.
I'm gonna action surge.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm going to regular attack the same target.
Okay. Roll an attack roll.
Natural 1.
Oh,
You can't suffer that more than once for short rest, so you're good at least from that.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Dice are not on your
26.
side. 26 does hit. Good gracious.
Gonna try to tripping attack it
Okay.
with the D8.
Alrighty.
6, 14, 18.
Okay. 18 damage. Holy shit.
Yep, and a strength check.
And a strength saving throw. Is it strength saving throw or strength check?
Saving throw.
Does a 16.
That passes.
It does pass. Okay. Alrighty. That was number 3. And you said 18 points of damage, correct?
Yep.
Alrighty. Okay, so coming at just 1, 2, 3 attacks, not seeming to be able to land, but then coming in for number 4, carving like a deep gash into like the shoulder and chest of that front dire wolf that first came running at you. Is that gonna be it for your turn?
That's all I got.
Alrighty, that will bring us back to the top of the initiative to Bart. What you doing, buddy?
All right. So the one that's next to Jakob on his southerly side, right?
Correct.
Is the one that's taken. Is the only other one that's taken damage.
Yes, because the other one
Alright.
died.
Right. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Can I send my guy to hovering right there to smack that doggy?
Sure, easy enough. I'm gonna make it
Alright.
fly though, cause I wanna.
Okay.
Alright, just make that attack roll.
That's a 14, so that is their AC, right?
Yeah, a 14 just hits.
All right. So that is 13 points of force damage,
Holy shit.
and I will use my action to bless the same 3 people that are emboldened.
Okay. 13 points of damage. Very nice. It
Alright.
smacks the shit out of that wolf.
Yep.
that max damage bop do be bopping.
Yep. And I will continue to keep trying to keep my light held up high so that people can see if more are coming, because Bart has no clue. He's like, ah! He's just in it.
Alrighty.
That's my turn.
So Ella is now actually getting to do something on her turn.
Yeah.
Is going to turn and attack the same dire wolf, kind of wanting to whittle him down.
Focus the fire for sure.
She likes being alive. Oh gosh darn it. Beyond if I can be on the correct page. Natural 16. Let's go do it, I believe.
I'm sorry, that was 12 points of force damage, not 13. My bad. I fell at math.
That's fine. I don't think it makes a difference.
It might.
It not on this guy.
Oh, okay. Because he had like 2 hit points left or something.
he did
I
not
guess.
have he didn't have a ton. I mean her minimum damage would just about kill him. So the
Gotcha.
Ella also kind of lancing out with that first attack, being able to kind of cut across, kind of seeming to cut partially into its skull. That radiant blaze that engulfs her blade, kind of helping burn its way through that skull and kind of into its brain matter and stuff. And that one also collapsing to the ground, dead. Oh, she'll then flip around and make an attack at that fella right there. However, that was a natural 4. So the second one, this one seeming more prepared, just kind of ducking back and out of the way. Not getting hit, which will bring us to Julian's turn.
Decisions. So this one right here seems pretty fucked up, right?
No. Both the ones that have been hit have died.
So these other 3 are at full HP.
Correct.
You still have your bow out, right?
Yeah, I can switch to my scimitars or scimitar and shield as a thing, but I'll be doing way less damage.
Decisions.
Let's see if we can keep us from taking any more damage. We're already going to need a rest, so I might as well spend a spell slot. Dungeon Master, would you find me a medium-sized, sufficiently Shadow Beast-looking creature?
I believe, unfortunately, we don't have a ton to choose from.
I'm going to cast Summon Shadow Spawn.
Alright, so I'm just going to drop him right here for the moment, and then I'll give you control here momentarily.
Yep.
Pandemic Age. So I'm going to put him where you want him summoned.
Right here. And it is going to be the can't remember what the variant is called. The Fury variant.
Okay.
So the creature appears as a angrily writhing mass of shadows.
That's a very angry, not animated armor.
Right. And then so with the primordial incantations and a gesture, the thing will spring, coalescing out of the shadows into a predatory form, and it is going to use Dreadful Scream.
Read that off for me, buddy.
Action. Once a day, the spirit screams. Each creature within 30 feet of it must succeed on a... Oh, I thought it was each creature you want it to do. Never mind, it is not going to scream.
You said it. No, I'm not kidding.
Yeah, I misread that. I thought it was creatures you wanted.
That'd have been rough. I mean, y'all actually had a pretty good chance of it not mattering, considering all the bonuses y'all have to fucking save and stuff right now.
Just read that. Do you mind if I change which
that is
type it is?
A-okay.
All right. That being the case, it is going to be Despair. So they're not angrily writhing, they're weirdly, slowly dripping shadows.
That's weird.
Yeah,
but
it is weird. Glad that I actually had to read that out, because I would have lied to you if I'd been reading it from memory.
It could be like that.
Yeah, Buddy is just going to take a swipe at
Which one?
the middle one.
The middle one? Okay, so the one that's directly in front of you? Yeah. Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll. It does not get your 2d4s, alright?
It's okay. I'll use those for the saving throws when I inevitably get fucking chomped.
Well, honestly, you shouldn't. I mean, you can't have double advantage against you, so it's not really going to matter.
Right. Where's the bonus to attack?
It should be your spell save, DC. Or not your spell save, but your spell attack bonus.
Oh, okay, bet.
Or maybe not. Hold on. Don't take my word for that. Look it up.
Yeah, your spell attack modifier to hit. I see it right here. It was tucked in with damage.
There we go.
That'll be a 16 to hit.
16 will hit.
Yeah, what does that do? 1d12 plus 6.
It's a d12.
Yeah,
Jesus
right.
Christ.
Yeah. That'll be 15 points of cold damage.
Jesus Christ. Y'all do absurd amounts of damage. Alright. Is that gonna be it for your turn?
Yeah, and I can attack, but I'm gonna go ahead and use the whatever they call it, your interaction, whatever, to drop my bow, draw my shield.
Okay. That's fine. So you do now have your shield out.
And scimitar, my bad. And not just fisticuffed in these wolves.
I mean, if you really wanted to, you could.
Punch it in the nose like a shark.
So this one, that brings us to that guy's turn on the wolves. And he has 2 targets. Okay. So as the person who has one of his pack mates near him, it's actually going to scooch up here. Not provoking AOP from Glub, and it is going to take a bite at you, Julian.
Ah.
5 on the dice, total of 10.
Right, cool.
You are able to bring your shield up and kind of boop it in the snoot before it can get a bite on you. Let's see here. This one has 3 targets to choose from. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and it's going to take a bite at Ella as it just tried to stab her. Oh, wait a second. I applied damage to the wrong fucking direwolf. I'm sorry, fellas. Give me one moment.
You're good.
Okay, there we go. That's correct. So, nice. Making a bite at Ella. I don't think that'll hit her AC. It does not. So, Ella also being able to parry that direwolf. And this one is gonna choose between those two targets. 3, 4, 6. Okay. That one, the one in front of you, Julian, is still gonna make a bite at you. As you are the target currently being harassed by its pack mate. That is a natural 20. Unfortunately. It was a 17 and a natural 20 if it makes you feel any better.
At least it wasn't Glub. At least when you go down, they won't just grab you and go.
Alrighty.
Well, I'm not going unless you knock me down with damage. I shouldn't be going down. That is with both D4s.
Sure.
24.
Yeah, you are not
What?
knocked prone. You do, however, take 17 points of piercing damage.
Jesus God!
Yikes.
To be fair, that's only 4 more piercing damage you took last time on a non-crit, so it could have been worse.
Yeah.
Bruh.
So as those jaws come clamping down like on your shoulder and then rake back across as it tries to just gouge the meat out of you.
What's the DC on a concentration check again? The damage you took, or 10?
It's either half the damage you took or 10, whichever is higher.
Okay, well I beat a 10, so.
Okay, you maintain concentration. Very good.
Fuck.
Oh, good gracious.
Yeah, I got my intestines hanging out, but I'm maintaining the spell, by
You're
guys.
feeling all right there, Julian. That then does bring us to Glub's turn. Glub is gonna.
Snook attack.
He's gonna try to sneak attack something. Okay. He's gonna take a moment as you see him kind of draw his rapier back, and it seems like he's doing little froggy math in his head. As he's gonna try to take a stab at this one in front of him. Advantage. Jesus Christ. That one was not in there. Okay. So he'll take the 15, which we'll roll the d4s because why not? Super hits. Good Lord. 6, 10, 13, 14. And I believe he has a +6 to that damage. Yeah, his dexterity is oh yeah, because it doesn't, for whatever reason, my custom magic item doesn't add all the damage it's supposed to, or it doesn't add the damage like it's supposed to. So 4, god damn it, 4, 6, 10, 13, 14, 20 points of damage as he stabs the dicks out of that dire wolf. Here, letting out like, it would be a yipe, you would think, but it's a little too big for it to sound quite the same as it would on a much smaller dog.
Just gotta like get all guttural, like heavy metal voice, say yipe.
Yipe! Yipe! What do you prefer? Yipe! That will end Glub's turn though and bring us to Jakob, because he can't move after he gives himself advantage.
Alright, I am going to Great Weapon Master the one to my north.
So, the one that is not dead.
Yes.
Gotcha.
I'm going to use 1d4 for that.
Okay. So you're just using your bless?
It won't hit. It's a 9.
Total?
Yes.
That does not hit, yeah.
I'm going to regular attack with the other one, using the other d4. Of course, it's going to be a 25.
That one does hit. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
That's going to be 12.
12 points damage. Very nice.
One of the bless you can use on everything.
Yeah, bless goes on
Okay.
bless goes on every attack. It's the emboldening bond that you can only use once per turn. Once on your turn and once off.
Yeah, what difference in the other one I still would have missed. I
Okay.
couldn't have gotten to 14.
Alrighty, so you did 12 points of damage, you said?
Yes.
Okay, very nice.
That will be it. My turn.
That's going to be it for your turn. That will then bring us back to the top to Bart. You see the all of the wolves have now been, have been bloodied.
Wiggle. a weapon on around there to the one in front of, like, overhead of Julian that he's pointing at.
Right.
And how hurt is Julian looking?
He's thoroughly bloodied.
All right. I will use my action to hit my buddy with a cure wounds then.
All right.
Thank fucking
Oh,
God.
but yeah, I'll
I was about to say,
natural
are you making? I assume you're making an attack.
one. It misses. It's a 10.
10, unfortunately, it does. Whooshes through the air, and the direwolf kind of
Oh.
drops almost to its belly as it kind of swings through the air.
Wait, hold on. Let me make sure. I think that's still only a 13.
Because it should be a +8. Should be your current attack bonus. Okay.
Yeah, it's 13.
Gotcha.
well.
It skims some fur along the top, but still doesn't quite make impact.
The roll to 7 for the D8 for the healing, so you get 12 hit points back.
That's a lot of HP.
Oh, thank God. 12, you said?
12.
That's a good roll.
Oh man, I like being back in double digits.
You're welcome.
That's concerning. All right, is that gonna be it for your turn?
That'll be it for me.
Okay, Ella is gonna kind of maintaining her kind of position, starting to kind of cage him in. She's actually gonna come all the way over here and is gonna unleash her attacks on this motherfucker, which is
Oh
that
shit,
guy.
it's Ella Unleashed.
Ella unleashed. Yeah, that's it. Okay, I was making sure I was attacking the right target. So attack number 1. Natural 2. Fucking hell. Is still this one's seeming wily. It's dip, duck, dive, and dodge, and it's seen dodgeball. It's doing its best. Hey man, there's not a lot to do out here in the Dreadwood. You can keep yourself entertained. Just gonna make a second attack. That was 2 and then a 4 on the second fucking attack. So Ella just, for the life of her, I don't know if it's because y'all are fighting in the dark, even with all like the weird like glowing shit that's going on. There's a lot of chaos. She misses both her fucking attacks.
Oof.
Damn it. That's gonna be her turn. Bringing it to Julian. What you doing, buddy?
Besides bleeding out, I'm
Fine.
still not looking real healthy, so we're gonna go ahead and hit this thing with a Hexblade's Curse.
The one in front of you.
Oh yeah, the one that we were already smacking on.
Okay.
So with a black watery sigil in the air, gonna bind myself to this dude and give him a smack on my scimitar.
Very well. Go ahead and do so.
Oh shit. Okay, that's a 17 plus 8. That's a hit.
That
Based
will
on what
hit.
you said earlier. Yeah.
It will. Yeah, that'll hit.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points of damage. I don't know if types matter. The types matter.
No.
Okay.
Not for them. I mean, I could make them matter if you really want me to.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
And then my shadowy hell creature behind it is going to give it another bite.
All right. Go ahead and roll that attack.
That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 will hit.
That is a 8 plus. What did we
Jesus
determine
Christ.
it was? 6. So
But what
14
we,
points.
Wilbur? Read your spells. 14, you said?
yeah. Yep. Yeah, 14. 14. My bad.
Okay.
I thought I was about to screw myself out of a point of damage here, but I was not.
All right, very nice. You kind of, a much shallower cut, your shadow beast kind of seemed to lunge out and latch on and rip out a chunk of the haunches on this thing. Is that going to be it for your turn? You are muted.
That is my turn. That's bonus action, a buddy's action, and I'm not going nowhere. So
All right. Gosh darn. Okay, so this thing now has a wounded target and a target that just stabbed it in the asshole. And they were wanting to put you down, Julian. You put the hurt on some of its buddies. So it is gonna take a bite at you.
I mean, he's already got my intestines in his jaws. What more does he
I
want?
I don't I'm not quite sure if that hits. It's an 18.
Woo! Now we good. AC is
Okay.
currently 19 with my shield out.
Okay, so coming back around once more, kind of like as it's lunging and smacking it across the snout with your shield. It's not quite able to land. Which we'll see.
Thank God for chitin.
Yeah, thank God for kiting. And this one is gonna be making a similar decision as it did last time. Oh wait, that's the wrong order. This one goes first, so it's similar concept. 3, 4, 5, 6. Good gracious, this one really wants to murder Ella. even as she missed, it kind of is whirling around to face her, not making this attack an advantage, and still managing to fucking miss. 16. And it is getting encircled. So you see this one kind of let out a bark of a kind, like big doggy bark, kind of whirling its head in the direction of its two companions, and beginning to. I can't say anything but gallop because it's so fucking big. Starting
Don't
to.
forget its move speed is currently reduced by 20 feet.
Okay, can you read off that effect for me?
Yes. For the despair, the weight of sorrow. Any creature other than you that starts its turn within 5 feet of the spirit has its speed reduced by 20 feet until the start of that creature's next turn.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So it goes 5. Good gracious, it's gonna fly a little bit.
Do I get an opportunity attack?
You would. Anybody who chooses to make one. So it's right there. It goes 5, 10, 20.
Hell yeah.
Does a 15 hit?
A 15 does hit.
This is a 24.
A 24 hits, yes.
17 points of cold damage as it runs past my dude.
17.
Funny because I also did 17.
Holy shit.
So y'all did 34 points of damage between the two of you?
No, because I rolled a natural 20.
So what I'm gathering is the wolf ain't going, no way.
No, it did not. No, it isn't. I'm out of curiosity, how much damage did you roll on that crit there, Bart?
Well, I rolled a 6, so double to 12.
So 12? So your Shadow Beast doesn't even get to make an attack, Julian. Because it dies before it exits its threatened space.
That's cool. It means it still has its reaction for homeboy there.
Perhaps. But it does go ahead and y'all, as you two lash out at this thing, in your reaction as it seems to turn or whirl around to kind of go back off into the darkness away from y'all, slamming down on it, just bringing it to the floor, just with the force of your attacks. Like, it doesn't fall over. Your mace and your sword hitting it in its hindquarters slam its body into the ground, and it does not stand. Okay, and you said the importance, it reduces its movement speed by 20?
Yes.
Is that what you said? Okay.
Yep.
So this one
How does that wording work? Does that mean that it makes its normal movement speed 20 if it was 40? Or does that mean if it takes a double move, it just takes 20 off?
No, its movement speed is 20 less than it was for the duration of that turn.
That was the clarification badass I was needing.
Okay.
It's pretty badass.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So, and because, as far as I'm aware, there's nothing saying it can't, this wolf, which is significantly more fucked up than the other two, is definitely going to take that as its cue to leave.
Well, second verse, same as the first.
No, it won't, because this thing's going to disengage. There's nothing saying that they can't.
Oh, fair enough.
So, it's going to go 5,
I took my attack of opportunity
10,
on the first one. In that case.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50,
Wait,
55, 60.
it still has a 20-foot or move
Yeah,
speed.
that was a 20-foot reduced. Oh wait, I was thinking it could dash. It can't dash as well as disengage, so that's my fault.
Yeah, I was like, yo,
Yeah,
where you
you're
going,
good.
bro?
You're good. You're good.
Yeah, Direwolf's got an 80-foot movement
Yeah,
speed,
yeah.
idiot.
I need to get me one. We hunt around for puppies before we leave. BRB.
25, 30. So it makes out to here. My apologies. So y'all see that one is starting to gallop off and move. That one went first, and that was before the call to retreat had been made. So it is right where it's at, unfortunately for it. Which will bring us to Glub's turn. And in the interest of protecting the party, Glub is going to move kind of this way.
My flesh potion's running away, guys. Get it.
Kind of.
Sorry, I decided that sleep wasn't as powerful anymore, so I can't try to put one to sleep so that you can make it become your buddy.
But since
No,
he
I said my
moved,
flesh potion's getting away. I gotta kill it so I can heal.
Oh, I know.
If it gets away,
Oh,
that
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
9.
that Hexblade's curse is wasted if it goes away.
Jesus, 10, but that's plus 8, I believe. Oh no, plus 9. Jesus. So Glub hits on that attack, and this, I believe, will probably kill it outright. Or not. 1, 2, 10. Having to open up so many different character sheets is a pain in the dick.
Yeah. I'm really glad that
16.
D&D Beyond lets you do like the night mode or whatever on their website, because I just have one character in night mode and one character in day mode, so I never get their sheets mixed up.
It's not that I'm getting them mixed up, as I got to keep looking to get bonuses. So Glub, you guys see him kind of like slide around this side of that dire wolf before lunging in and making another stab, like sinking it to the hilt once more and whipping it out, and there's like blood kind of starts kind of spurt out as one leg kind of starts to buckle. But that will be Glub's turn, which is going to bring us back to, or not back to anybody, that brings us to Jakob. I was about to skip you, I'm sorry.
Alright, let's see. And that is within 40 feet.
That is, yes.
Hey, dog. So I am going to move, well, from here, unless Julian's creature will give it half cover.
No, I
Okay.
will not say so. No, it's really big. Julian's creature is not as big.
I am going to throw a javelin at the
At 40 feet, that's its second range increment, correct?
Yep.
Second range increment is at disadvantage. Keep in mind.
You can, can't you
Yeah,
just
1 second.
stir and throw it?
Also, how far away is that from Bart?
It is less than 40 feet. That's why
Okay,
I said,
okay, yeah. So it's still within the dim light.
I will move 5 feet this direction
Okay.
to 30 feet.
Is 30
And
feet.
then,
Is 30 feet the first range increment?
yes.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack.
And I will
Right here.
I will throw a javelin at the escaping direwolf.
All right, make your attack roll.
Yay, that's gonna be 26.
26 will hit. And do not bother rolling damage. It has 2 hit points.
All right.
So, your javelin lances out and just takes it right between the shoulder blades. It kind of, as it's in kind of full movement, it just kind of slamming into the ground and like sliding for a few feet.
And I'm going to, as I walk over to this other direwolf, I'm just gonna murmur, whose fucking idea was it to go into the Dreadwood at night? And attack this one twice. It's gonna be
Once. Yeah, one more attack. You already threw a javelin.
bonus action.
Oh, because
break
you killed
weapon
something.
test.
That's right.
Hey,
Good on you,
yeah.
buddy. Way to remember.
He's learning.
Okay, that's a very
Oh.
important part of that ability.
So
You,
first,
Killed it. And I
Gonna
drink
be-
my potion.
26.
26
Yeah.
hits. Your minimum damage kills this one too.
Oh,
Hey.
All right, so Jakob, Just for the hell of it, for its end of the combat, how would you like to kill this last direwolf there, Christopher?
As I run over to it, I kind of want to just take the sword, and as I'm running, just run it through, and then fall with it.
Okay.
Kind of lie on top of it and just.
Okay.
What fucking idea was it again? Go to the Dreadwood. Just say it again.
Yakum, as you go to charge, you do that thing that you see like them do, and like with those big ass swords, where you rest it on the top of your arm as you go into that dead sprint, and then as you just kind of run into it and just toss yourself in it, so you just slam it and converting all that momentum just all the way up till it sticks out its other side as you just kind of fall over and your hilt sticks into the dirt a little bit, and you're just laying atop this now deceased direwolf. And that will take you guys out of initiative. So.
Yeah, I think we should have a quick breather after that altercation. If y'all wouldn't mind drawing in them big old furry bodies close on by. And I will start ritually casting Liam's tiny hut.
Okay. Because that's one you have. That's not one from your other whatchamacallit, right?
I think it's from hospitality.
Oh, it's on your spell list.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have it prepared, but I can cast it as a ritual.
Gotcha.
I would like to go grab that javelin if it is still unbroken.
I would like you to grab the whole direwolf.
Okay. While I'm doing that, I'll grab the javelin.
This is much too happy of a magical forest. I'll have to change this audio again. I was like, magical forest, conveniently enough, but this is happy magical forest. We can't have that. Christopher Hilo.
Hi.
Okay. The javelin is unbroken as you go to retrieve.
Nice.
This thing has a strength of 13, so before I dismiss it, I'm gonna get it to help drag that far wolf back in.
All right.
Well, you said you wanted the wolves dragged in, so I'm helping. It'll last for a minute, so it vanishes before we're done, probably.
Much more appropriate.
Oh, I'm wrong. It lasts for an hour.
Shit.
Yeah, we good. We good.
Okay.
Everybody relax. Let the spirit do it, I guess.
Yeah, the spirit's gonna be keeping watch while we chill in this hut.
Okay, sure. So you're keeping so you have ritually casted Liam's tiny hut, and y'all are all kind of gathering in there, like kind of y'all all kind of gathering up in that middle area. The spirit is slowly, because it's a strength of 13. These are very big. They're large
my
creatures.
Strength is 10, so it's doing better than I would.
It is doing better than you would. It is still slow going unless it has some bonus to athletics I don't know about.
It does not.
I will assume that there is a reason why Bart wants the wolves inside the hut, so I will help the spirit drag.
I will go. How big is the hut?
They would have to be like piled up in there.
Will they fit? That's 5 large creatures.
It's 20 foot across, 20 foot by 20 foot.
How tall is it?
It's a 10 foot by. It's a 10-foot dome.
So it's 10 foot. Okay, so it's 10 foot high at its apex.
At its apex, yes.
I will say it will not fit all of you plus all 5 direwolves. There's by no stretch of the imagination would that work. Because as a 10-foot sphere, these things occupy a 10-foot square.
Right.
So while they don't take up, they're not cube shaped. They still take up a lot of space. Like I don't think it would even completely empty fit all 5. But
right. Okay.
So you could probably, like, with all of you guys in there, I'll say y'all could uncomfortably fit 1. And y'all are kind of like hunched over this thing in order to keep your asses and everything within the dome.
All right. Yeah, I will start trying to get some tasty wolf meat off of this big dire wolf.
You okay? You're trying to carve off some.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've had
So you're
wolf
gonna
meat a couple of times, but I never had dire wolf before.
make a survival check for me, I guess.
I would like to help him. because I have some
Sure, make it.
history with survival.
Well, I mean, I'm trained in survival, so I can help.
Saying
Either one person making a roll or somebody's rolling with advantage. Choose.
21. I just
21.
roll with advantage.
Okay.
I thought they said they're helping me.
Gotcha.
Okay, because that's good because it's a 2 and a 16, so 21.
Yeah.
Good. I'll say you successfully are like you get it slit up the pelt, you know, kind of like you'd be skinning a deer, but with a big ass fucking wolf, and you're carving away at some meat off of that bad boy. While you're doing that, Ella is going to offer. I only took the wound I put on myself, but is there anybody else that needs any healing? Any kind of patching up, a little bit of a quick medical aid.
I could use a little.
Well,
Although, after that second heal, he ain't looking nearly as bad.
right.
how often can we use your healing salves?
It will take something you about every like hour or so. That you need to. Too much of the herbs and stuff will make you ill.
Do you have a reasonable supply of them? I don't want to.
I do. I stocked back up when we arrived back in Saltmarsh.
I wouldn't mind.
So I got one.
using
I
some
got
small-
two. So Julian, you, and I'm just gonna say Glub because why not? 'Cause he didn't
How much
take-
longer are we planning to travel tonight? We don't know y'all got a nap, so we can go pretty late, but
I'm gonna repeat myself. Dreadwood at night is never a good thing.
Julian, you get 15 points of HP back.
I like being max health.
That was
Yeah.
a 6 on the D6.
hell yeah.
Then
And they brought me down to 5 hit points
7.
earlier, and then we fucking wombo
Uh,
comboed me back up.
Jakob, that's 13 for you.
Glub got bit, right?
Yep, and he did think, yeah, I'll take some of that. And
Okay.
she goes and kind of bandages him up. Careful not to touch him with a bear skin.
Yeah.
and easily heals him up as well.
So two things.
Yes, sir.
First, I'm actually going to release the creature. I was gonna have it keep watch, but I had a different idea.
Okay.
Since we're getting ready to do a short rest, I'm going to go ahead and flock of familiars. So, reaching
Alright.
into the predatory spirits nearby, I'm going to summon 3 owls. I'm going to have one keep watch over the camp from a nearby tree.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to have the other 2 spend their hour of existence ranging around us for a couple miles in the direction of the wood to see if they can see any skulking creatures or goblins or whatever.
Okay.
Trolls, that kind of thing.
Okay. So are they just ranging about like beneath the canopy?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Just making sure. There's an important distinction on
Yeah.
visibility.
I mean, it's a good use of our hour, I thought.
Sure.
Get a little extra
And
intel.
how far out can you communicate with them?
One moment.
It's 100 feet, if I recall, unless it's different from Find Familiar.
Yes. So I will obviously stay in contact with them for the first 100 feet, and then after that, they'll just be under instruction to come back if they see anything, or to come back towards the end of their hour anyway.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and make perception checks for those guys.
Okay, hold on. Let's see. Owl 5E. What you got now? Oh shit, they have 120 feet of dark vision. What the bitch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is why everybody and their mom has an owl familiar.
Flock of familiars. They can. Your range is 1 mile.
Oh, it's different from Find Familiar? Okay, yeah.
So he can see through their eyes a mile out?
They can telepathically communicate with you and share their visual or auditory senses while they are within 1 mile of you.
Okay, well, yeah, out to a mile, and then second verse, same as the first. Once they get further out than that, they're just under instruction to return. 17 for owl number 1.
So it's Al that's watching over you guys.
21 for owl number 2.
Okay.
Ooh, come on, advantage. Okay, cool. And 19 for owl number 3.
And 19 for owl number 3. Okay. All right. So, and you're just having them do that for the hour. Is there anything else any of the rest of you guys are wanting to do during your hour of short rest?
I'm mostly gonna probably not take a short rest at all, since I don't have anything to come back on a short rest, and I didn't
That's fair.
take any damage. So I'm just gonna
You're
go
carving
about
off wolf meat, right?
carving off wolf meat,
Okay.
probably shoving a bunch of that in a bag of holding. And I know that I don't have an infinite amount of time, so I'm probably just going for the more choice cuts on the wolves. and
Sure.
not
You're
trying to
getting
get every
like
little
you're getting
bit.
like the big like chunks like on their
Yeah.
haunches and like the shoulders
Yeah.
and stuff where it's those big slabs of meat. Absolutely.
Right.
Fair enough. I'm not quite sure how much they weigh, but you get a significant amount of wolf meat.
Okay.
Meats all still on the menu, boys?
It would appear that way.
And if I need to make a separate survival check just for souvenirs later on down the line, or maybe to sell to some folks, or I'm sure Glub will probably want them, or would want them if he were in person with us. We get some of them dire wolf teeth.
Okay, you're gonna take some. I'll say you can do that as part of that initial check. That's fine.
Okay.
So you pop out some of the teeth. 21 is a very solid check. So, alrighty. So you've acquired some direwolf teeth and quite a few pounds of direwolf meat.
Yeah.
That's easily like 10 to 15 pounds of just meat.
Yeah.
I would say pretty easily with how big those animals are. Like even getting just like the big sections and not trying too hard about it. Cody, the answer to that question is they are not. just saying. But
Aren't owls,
yeah,
like
they're
a lot
they're
slower.
not really.
Oh, okay. I thought they were like 30 feet compared to 60.
They might be, but even so, they're by far the best
No,
familiar
they
out of all the birds.
They have a 60-foot fly speed, same as a hawk.
So there you go. They're just
that is-
superior.
That is not accurate.
And hold on, they also have an ability that hawks don't have called flyby.
Yeah,
The owl doesn't provoke AOPs when it flies out of an enemy's reach. What the fuck?
it is overpowered.
And it still gets their keen hearing and sight thing.
Now,
Bruh.
focus up.
Bruh.
For your hour, owl number 1 doesn't seem to notice anything that is coming up on y'all as you go through your short rest and meat tending duties. Owl 21 goes out, and you said are they going out past the mile?
Yeah, they're going out past the mile, and they're instructed to, if they see anything, to return to us to report.
And they're around for an hour. How much
Yes.
ass are they hauling?
I don't know, an owl amount of ass.
I'm just trying to see how far out they're getting, because if they're an hour, it could get out too far and then poof before returning. You know what I'm saying? Regardless.
Yeah, they were instructed to return before.
So
the hour.
assuming they fly out a half hour out and a half hour back,
Mhm.
I'd say easily enough they can get out past the 1 mile mark because they can fucking fly.
Yeah,
They're
10
owls.
60 feet in 6 seconds is 6.8 miles an hour.
There you
So they
go.
can move like 3 miles out, 3 miles back, just to be safe.
There you go. Easy enough. So you don't while you're kind of. I'm assuming it's kind of like when you're viewing cameras in Siege. You're checking one. You're not out here with the the like multifaceted eyes that has one owl in each section.
Well, it's more like
Yakub, get off the camp, owl. Face him out. You're supposed to be looking for attackers. What are you doing?
doing?
I figure it's more along the lines of like if one of them's like, "Hey, bro, I got something you need to see," and I pop in and be like, "Oh yeah, that's a big ass troll."
Right. So you don't get anything while you can still see. You can still
Okay.
see him. However, so unless there's anything else, anybody, Jakob, you were away when I asked this question. If there's anything you would like to be doing during this hour, aside from sitting on your ass.
How long has it been since we entered the Dreadwood? Just out of curiosity.
It was probably about an hour after y'all entered the Dreadwood that y'all got
Okay.
attacked. Like y'all were kind of going along, not going like crazy fast,
So it's like 9 p.m. now.
something like
Like
that.
when we get done with this long rest.
I think it's later than that because I think it was almost 9 when y'all entered the Dreadwood. So it's actually probably closer to like 11. Kind of like I'll say like 10:45. So you're kind of looking, you're like it's getting pretty later into the night because y'all got all the way there and then I think y'all said you took 2 hours to just kind of chill.
Oh, okay. I thought we took 1 hour, but yeah, that's fine.
I think it was like 1 or 2 hours. So it's somewhere in like the 9:45 10:45 range. So getting well into the night at this point. But unless there's anything else anybody would like to do, your owls do kind of return right near the end, and the information they relay to you is there was the 17. There wasn't anything off because you kind of sent them off just like in one direction each, right? Kind of like into the wood, like off of the
like
kind of like diagonals.
V, like like zigzag V's, kind of.
Okay.
Or wobbly V's.
So we'll say owl that went to I should give y'all I put us off the battle map, but I should pull back up the battle map so we'll actually do that here for a moment so we can have something for everybody to look at. Let's see here. Where is? Oh no, I deleted my gosh darn Saltmarsh map somehow. My Saltmarsh image. But so we'll say, because I fucking can't get got the directions right because that map is all jacked up. Okay, there we go. Ooh, that's a big bitch. Fit that motherfucker to screen. Alright, so you'll have that screen here. So at least everybody has something to look at. There we are. So y'all, ooh, goodness, that's the wrong thing. If y'all recall, y'all had where y'all entered is kind of right near this southernmost dot, correct? A little up to the kind of your northwest at that tip. And so y'all entered. I'd say y'all didn't quite get to where that river is. Y'all were just going straight in. And then you sent one bird kind of straight north and another bird kind of northeast, right? Kind of going along that edge of the wood.
Yeah.
So you got nothing off of northeast bird, which was your 17. Now, straight north bird, he said about 3 miles, so about 2 miles out ish, as best it can communicate, maybe a little farther. As it can communicate in owl. It didn't see any creatures, but it did note some like faint smoke, but no light. Like that would have been probably from like you would imagine, like as it describes it sounds like it would be like campfire smoke, but faint, and there was no like light to accompany the fire.
Alright, I will instruct it to head back to it for the duration of its existence, and then if it sees something to try and...
It will not make it back.
It will not make it back?
No, because it went out, like you said, the full 3 miles out, full 3 miles back. So it got back, imparted that information upon you, and all of them went poof.
Okay, cool, never mind. I will communicate that to the party. Gentlemen... Owls found something. Not sure what, but there's smoke. Directly north, about 2 miles.
Alright. Y'all want to go after that and see what it is tonight, or what's the plan here?
Well, I mean, I can't see that well in the dark. So this is, I don't think Ella or you can as well.
I cannot.
I got a light.
Ella still has her sword lit. She has not put away her sword as of yet.
Counterpoint. If it's humans, they can't see in the dark either.
But we're not hunting humans.
But they
assuming
have
it's
humans in the area.
I thought our plan was to get hunted in the first place.
Also that, yes.
Those wolves seem to take quite the chunk out of you, Julian.
I came back.
Are we sure that we want to be hunted purposefully within these woods?
We know the direction if we want to, as an option now. We can rest out in the night, come back in at dawn, refreshed, go to where them owls saw that camp at, and see if we can't pick up any tracks and follow them to where they might have been going.
I think that might be the safer option.
It's definitely the safer option. It's just, waste the whole night doing it. I don't got a whole lot left for much of a fight, but if it's just a scouting party, we should be fine. If it's the camp, we're going to be in a world of hurt.
Yeah, I think personally, I think it'd be safer to just wait out the night. As we said, we all have some survival experience. Should be able to track these people or whatever they are.
Right.
Okay.
So, gonna bed down then? Is that a plan? What do
I'm
you
good
think,
with that
Glub?
plan.
I'm kidding.
I don't know. He stares off into the night gloomily. What?
All right. Well, I guess let's get bedded down. Start taking watches, I reckon.
Okay. So y'all are bedding down within the tiny hut, I assume?
Yeah, I guess we'll keep it going until the end of the last watch.
Alright. Which, I mean, it'll now last about 7 hours.
Yeah.
So, an hour of its duration has been used. Alrighty. So,
we're doing 2-hour shifts, right?
that's generally what you do. You guys do have 5 people, so you could split it up a little more if you would like.
I was just gonna say, like, if I could just take the last shift by myself and get it recast, just for making sure it doesn't run out on us.
Sure. By all means, that's fun. So, that being said, Bart's
Good
taking
bear.
first watch. Who wants to take which watches? Who's taking first?
I'll take third.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm going in at the tail end so that I can catch the refresh. On
Right.
it.
He's going to
So-
recast.
Yeah, you got fourth watch. Has someone already claimed second watch?
Nope, we just got third from Jakob.
Oh, okay, I understand.
I'm gonna do second because we just did a short rest, right?
Correct.
So for the duration of my watch, I'm actually gonna do Owl Scout to Electric Boogaloo, since I will refresh my spell slots during at the end of the long rest. So
Sure.
just run it right back during my watch.
And this is when I hit you with the lady in white comes up and pops your butt. Surprise,
Damn.
bitch! No. Okay, so you're taking second, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, so since Glub isn't here and Ella's my NPC, Ella will take the first watch. I feel more comfortable doing that.
For the trajectory of the birds, I'm gonna narrow it slightly so that they're not on the exact same path as the other two.
Okay, like
So
you're
the
trying to
north
narrow
one-
it more towards the wood?
Yeah, like the north one will be a little bit more east and the northeast one will be a little bit more north. So if the first one was a wider V, this one will be a narrower V.
Right, closer to inside the woods, less along the border.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Alrighty.
And actually, I'll do it for both of the 2 hours. So
Sure.
the
By all
second
means.
hour will be an even narrower V.
Okay. And you're sending them out same as before, 3 miles out, 3 miles back.
Yep, 3 miles out, 3
Probably
miles back.
probably a little under that so that they have time to tell you what they learned.
Well, they can do 3.4 out and 3.4 back if it was right on the money. So the
Sure.
3 miles out and 3 miles back was accounting for 0.8 of
Right.
leg
Very well.
room.
That's perfect. Okay. So, Ella's gonna take a first watch. So first 2 hours, 18, 20, and we'll just give her poo. Okay. That's fine. What's up, dog?
I was just going ahead and preemptively rolling my perception checks for my watch.
Okay. So, Julian, as Ella kind of shakes you awake to take your watch. Julian,
Yes.
it's been quiet so far, for the most part. There have been some smaller predators and things coming to drag away and worry at the corpses of the wolves, but nothing has particularly intelligent, just beasts.
Sounds good. Get some rest.
Will do. She goes and lays down, and sitting down, you have dark vision. She doesn't. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, you looking out there, you can see where most of the direwolf corpses are fucking gone, or at least parts of them are gone. You see some of them where they've been dragged a little bit, but so, and some like disturbances in the ground. It's almost like predators smelled blood and stuff, and we're like, free meal.
Damn, bro, that's crazy.
To feel like that. But yeah, so go ahead. And so are you not keeping an eye on the camp itself?
I am.
Okay.
No, like I said, I'm only gonna jump into the camera if they alert me of something unusual.
Gotcha. Within the mile. Okay.
Yep. Me and Camp Owl homie are keeping an eye on things.
Sure. Go ahead and roll all those perception checks.
Oh god, so many perception checks.
Yep.
I need another D20 because that's all with advantage. That'd be 14 for Camp Owl homie number 1.
14. Okay.
21 again for north and slightly east.
Okay.
So owl number 2.
Right.
Dirty 20 for owl number 3 on that first hour. So 14, 21, 20.
14, 21, 20. Okay. So 14 for in-house, 21 north and slightly to the east, and 20 for slightly more north than east.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a little more, so northeast and then a little bit more north. Okay.
Anything in the first hour?
In the first hour, not anything particular. Like,
All right.
depending on degrees, I'm assuming you're doing it enough that they wouldn't necessarily like completely overlap with the last owls, that they're getting basically new ground.
Yeah, we're trying to cover new territory.
Right.
All right. So for
nothing particularly remarkable. Like there is some movement, but you said you were mostly wanting to look out for like stuff that's smart, right? Like
Yeah,
humanoid
I'm
kind
not
of
gonna be like,
beast.
Yeah,
beasties.
something that we're hunting. I know there's going to be a bunch of, normal predators here. I'm not going to have them come back for a fucking direwolf or something.
Gotcha. Just making sure. All right.
And then for the narrowest V, we have Camp Owl homie 21. Man, I'm loving this advantage. This shit's so fucking good.
They have advantage and 120-foot dark vision.
Yes, they do. Keen hearing and sight. Another 22 for
Jesus Christ.
North Owl. Ooh, this one might not actually be great. 18 for East Owl.
18 for east. So, second out. Basically, what goes on for the 2 hours at the camp is a lot more of the same. You do see, like you see a few more things that come and worry at the corpses and drag bits and pieces of them off. So it's like they're getting worn away pretty quick, even by some stuff that looks like smaller but also carnivorous. Like would be basically not a badger, but like a Wolverine kind of size thing, size of a small dog, but still vicious.
Got a bunch of sharp-toothed squirrels out here.
Oh yeah, carnivorous squirrels. Blood squirrels. They're actually dire squirrels, so they're small. No. They're small creatures.
Oh no, I don't like that at all.
Oh man, But anywho, no, you do not see dire squirrels. But for there at the camp, doesn't seem to be much of anything going on currently. But you're not seeing anything farther to the north with Northbird, but northeast-ish, east of Smidgenbird does kind of at the very end of its 3-mile rope. It did appear to notice. Let me double check. You said it was an 18.
Yes.
Okay, so it's not able to quite make it out, but it sees some movement that isn't like natural predator. It's just able to pick out that something's kind of moving around a little more stealthy like, but it isn't able to get any details of it.
All right. And I'm gonna take some of my time to try and like generally mark on the map with a little circle for both the smoke and the movie thing, just so we have a point of reference for tomorrow.
Sure. Absolutely. You're able to do so. And that will end your watch, bringing it to Jakob.
When I, waking up.
Jakob, it's your
Yeah.
witch. Wake up.
Yeah. Let's see.
That sounds like the worst awake. Yeah. I was like, oh god.
Oh, what do you want?
It's your watch.
I can't whisper
okay.
with this voice; it just comes out loud. No, I will also point out to you on the map, be like,
We got another point of movement here. No smoke, but something creeping through the woods. Couldn't make it out, but I marked it.
Yeah, okay. Thanks.
Be sure to let Mort know. I'm gonna knock out real quick.
Yeah, movement on the map. Yeah, I got you.
Movement on the map.
Jesus.
Uh,
We'll probably go to sleep.
Very well.
perception check. I think that's gonna be 14.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. The 14, and actually that's a disadvantage because you can't see in the dark. So roll one more time for me.
I rolled better. It's 14.
Still 14. Okay. So, squinting out into the darkness. You don't see too much. By now, after about 4 hours, it looks like the majority. You do notice that the outlines of the wolf corpses appear to be more or less gone. And some faint, like from what you can see, because 14 will be said it's not like well hidden, but like some drag marks of where maybe you think some of them got taken by something else. But other than that, your 2 hours do seem to go without issue.
During my 2 hours, I would like to attempt to stealth up to Glub. We're doing this again.
Okay, sure. Let me pull up his fucking shit.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna wake him up.
Are you sure?
With a 3, yes.
Ooh. Okay. He got a 13, so.
That is what my the better one was.
So, oh yeah, because you need to make 2 checks. You need to stealth up to him and then sleight of hand it.
Yeah.
So, stealthing up to him, you go clank, clank, clank. You're trying to be quiet. Bart, like you probably get what? Probably wakes up most of you guys at least a little bit. Everybody just kind of roused from their slumber, but he's making a beeline for Glub, so Glub's kind of, as you're going over, like, what, Jakob?
Oh, sorry, Glub. Just wanted to check on you. Same as last night. You're having some weird dreams, just kicking around a little bit.
You want to roll a deception check for that, buddy?
You told me I can't initiate
That-
the deception checks.
It has to be like mutually
Last time.
agreed. That's very much a deception check, though.
Natural 20.
Okay. Wow. He actually rolled worth of shit on that, though, which is unfortunate. But with a natural 20, can you do it quieter? And just kind of rolls back over and goes back to sleep.
that'll be it for the night.
So you're not gonna try again? That's
No.
pretty funny. All right. So the rest of your watch passes, which will bring us then to Bart.
18.
18 total.
Yep.
Okay.
I rolled a 1 and a 10, and then re-rolled the 1 to a 10.
Before I go to sleep,
Sorry.
yeah, Julian said something about a map and something to the north. I don't know. Just ask him. There's also something big's been out there. It's been dragging those corpses away. Something big enough to drag those corpses, drag them away. So might want to watch out for that.
Okay. Did he say it was coming closer to us on the map? Whatever he was talking about?
I don't think so.
All right. Julie. Hey, Julie, wake up.
What?
Not even open.
Jakob isn't sure if we're in imminent danger or not from something coming on the map.
No, just sound movement.
All
To
right,
the it's 3 miles out.
go back to sleep, buddy.
Yeah.
Can you give someone guidance on a sleep check?
What?
Just go back to sleep, buddy.
Yeah, he just walks up and just fucking donkey punches in the back of the head.
Sleep. If y'all had a bar, it'd be like, go to
Pull out
sleep.
my
Go to sleep. All right.
You remember the sap from 3.5?
Oh yeah, there you go.
We're gonna hit him with the sap. That'll keep somebody CC'd for what, like 20 seconds? That's pretty good. It's a lot of rounds of combat. It's 3 rounds done. Easy. Anywho, so you have your 18. Is there anything else in particular you wanted to do besides keep watch?
We're getting the gym prepared and ready to go.
Jesus Christ.
The morning routine continues.
I feel like I shouldn't let you do that if you have last watch, but I don't.
I don't know.
Regardless, I mean, you're not getting anything out of it aside from people are eating breakfast. So yeah, it's whatever. That's why I'm like, I don't fucking care. So yeah, you're making your damn stuff.
One of these days we'll get captured and like thrown in some sort of like cage for like 3 days and be like, oh, you hadn't eaten in like 2. Well, technically that last day was a full day's meal from those toasts, and it'll count for something.
Perhaps. But anywho, with your 18, I'm not gonna drag this out, but because y'all you see the evidence of what Jakob was talking about, but you don't really see anything that particularly concerns you for the rest of the night. A couple things kind of come snuffling up because unless y'all disposed of the corpse that was within the bubble with you.
I would have.
Okay.
Yeah, we probably would have shoved that thing back outside. There's no reason.
Okay. Well, there's still a lot of like spilled blood and stuff around you, so like some of the stuff comes snuffling up and kind of seems to investigate, like kind of comes up to the orb, but other than that, nothing like is particularly persistent about it. But they fuck off. And since we're at the end of a long rest, I would like everybody to roll a d20.
Okay. Modified by anything or just
Nope,
raw?
straight d20.
That'll be a 1-3.
13, okay.
17.
17, okay.
18.
18, okay. All right. Very well.
I feel like Ian just has this list over here. Like, yes, I'm glad I made all the really good things low and all the really bad things high.
Anywho, y'all awaken from your slumber with the light of day starting to kind of come in through the. Well, it's not like a super dense forest at this juncture out here on the outer fringes. It's also not like super loose either. Kind of like how y'all were seeing on the battle map, except the canopies were more than 5 feet wide. It's like an actual tree. They're actual trees. But y'all are coming to consciousness as the tiny hut is not going down because Bart recast it, so it's still chilling.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
I would like to wake everyone up and then drop the hut as the ritual continues every morning when the hut is dropped. Bart's got to go relieve himself.
The fucking waddle sprint to go take a piss.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Very well. You, Bart goes hauling ass, clank, 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 as he goes over to relieve himself into like a bush somewhere.
Yep.
Is there anything else? Anybody else? Y'all are just hanging out.
As Bart is relieving himself in the bush, I'm gonna go over to stand next to him and act like I am also relieving myself, and go, hey, Bart.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm seeing those people again.
What? What people?
People over out in the forest.
All right.
I saw them before, and
Whereabouts are you seeing them?
they're like right over there.
Yeah, could you look over and as you're pointing and you just see one of these shadow people just giving you a
What?
just for
That
fun.
That one's rather rude.
Do I see anything?
You don't see shit. There's nothing there.
All right. Give me a second.
All right, I'm gonna kind of fake it and then walk back.
So you hit him with a lesser restoration.
Yeah. After things are done, I will hit him with the lesser restoration. I'm not gonna reach over midstream and pop the restoration.
Here you go, buddy. Sorolla will be with you and all that.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
You can tell without an insight check needed. Bart is cool with a lot of things. Maybe don't spark up conversations with him randomly when he's trying to pee.
Bart got a nervous bladder.
I do notice this.
Yep.
Yeah,
Now,
you
he's
can't
getting
go
up
when
there
you're
in
looking
years.
at me.
Come on, now.
Alright. Jacob, you're one down the track. I assume you failed twice. Somehow.
Yep. That is why.
Aren't you supposed to be good at con saves? Come on,
Well,
man.
It's at an interestingly numbered DC right now.
Oh yeah, because it goes up as time goes on in there.
Yup.
Ooh, yeah, that's rough. So, So you're still at 2 on the track.
I'm at 1 now.
At 1? Okay. I thought seeing people was number 3, but I got you. But anywho, all right, you are 1 reduced down your track of alcoholism. Alcoholism redemption? Question mark. But y'all are all kind of getting ready to go. So y'all are eating some good berry jam toast.
Hell yeah.
What are y'all doing?
Well, let's get ready to get on to where you said we need to go there, Julian.
Yeah, while munching on his goodberry toast, Julian's probably browsing the map, like keeping track of the lines he sent the owls on and marking approximately where they said they saw those 2 things.
Alright, so we want to go look for the smoke, or we want to see if we can find what was moving around over there.
Well, hell, it won't take us but a few minutes to get out there, right? We can get out there in about an hour or 2, right?
Just a little over about 3 miles.
That shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, I think we should go to the camp first.
Yep.
Sounds good.
All right, we will do so.
All right, so y'all are starting to head in the general direction of that camp. So that I will ask somebody to make a survival check for me, or either 2 people can make a survival check, or 1 person can make a survival check with advantage.
I will aid someone else if they would like to.
I was gonna make it being all trained and stuff. Oh shit. Okay. That'll be a 13 and an 18 plus 6.
Nice.
13, 18, so 18, so 24.
Yep.
All right. Goddamn, you have a
Yeah.
very high wisdom.
I have +3 wisdom.
Good gracious. That 12 con. Tisk, tisk.
Charisma and wisdom are 2 highest stats.
All right. So y'all are setting off, and Julian, you were able to, with a 24, you're able to very quickly kind of triangulating based off of, owl vision from the previous night.
See Julian whip out a Garmin, start punching in coordinates.
Yeah, he's over there. He's got the little thing that you used to like walk across the map. I can't remember what those are called. You're over there spinning that around on the map. Just doing things to make it look real fancy. And y'all start making your way in that direction. And are unaccosted. For a while. So I'll say so.
About damn time.
Hey man, it'd be like that sometimes. Sometimes it's worse, sometimes it's better. You never can be sure. But y'all are making your way. I'll say for 2 miles. And with Julian, y'all aren't going at like a particularly quick pace. But y'all aren't going particularly slowly either. Because with a 24, you're able to kind of keep your bearings pretty easily. But y'all aren't like sprinting through the forest. So I'll say it takes y'all probably just like about an hour. Maybe a little under actually. But as y'all are traveling along, and Julian, you're feeling like you're starting to get to familiar. Like this is looking like you're coming in on the area of where it looked like the night before.
Alright, we're getting close, folks. Keep an eye out for a smoking campfire or people.
Alright.
So,
Okay.
question: are y'all trying to stealth?
Julian is.
Okay, so I got one person who's trying to be stealthy. Glub is
I will
definitely going to be
attempt.
trying to be stealthy.
I will attempt to be stealthy, but I would prefer to keep my distance from those much more proficient than I.
I will be back with Bart as well.
Okay, so you two are going to be in the back.
A solid 10. Solid 10.
There we go. Wow, that's almost max for Glub. Glub coming out strong with a 29.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that plus 11 with advantage do be like that. All right, and what did I have for Julian?
17.
17. And for
Not
Jakob?
nearly a 29.
What did I have for Jakob?
I got some bad news for everybody who wants to stealth within like a fucking mile of me. I just rolled 2 nat 1s.
You have to roll on the chart again?
Yep.
Yep.
He's had a long rest.
Jesus
At
Christ.
least you're getting it out of the way, not in combat. Most of the really bad stuff is like for a round.
Well, look on the bright side. At least you didn't roll with advantage again.
Actually, I think that's actually a good one. Within the next 10... Oh, wow. Shit. So,
What's up?
yeah, I feel like this shouldn't be good because of two natural... Actually, Jakob, I don't want to rob you, but that's 2 natural ones, so I'm gonna roll twice. And we're gonna take the second result, okay?
That's fair. 2 natural 1s. It's pretty bad.
Okay, so you lose the good one, unfortunately. Who's standing the closest to Jakob right now?
Me. Because we're the loud boy squad.
Okay, Jakob.
We're plate and half plate.
I get to choose. Oh, except that's only if multiple people are close to you. That's fine. So for the next 6 seconds, your daughter who's been kind of floating around, kind of back and forth on either side of you, seems to kind of be looking in just some direction, just kind of looking around as she does so, seeming kind of fearful. Kind of lets out like a shrill like shriek of fear and just disappears. And you, for the next 6 seconds, you are frightened of Bart.
All right, I'm moving my full movement speed. I'm in fact, because I got the nat 1s, I am sprinting and hauling ass. I'm tripping over things, just grabbing the ground.
For 1 turn worth of movement.
Yep. So that's gonna be 60.
Unless you are
60 feet?
choosing to do that, you don't necessarily have to flee from him. You just can't move closer to him.
If I'm frightened of Bart,
Okay. All
Something.
right.
I'm
I just
seeking
didn't. Okay.
something.
Okay.
I'm hauling ass away.
Okay.
I see Jakob will look at me strangely, and then I'm confused, and then he sprints away from me, and
Loud as can be.
I am. Is it a spider? Just kind of calling after you, like, what the hell's going on? And I proceed to start making more noise as well, trying to see if there's any giant forest spider, like, on my hat or like, in my pack, or if something's going on, or if there's something around me. So,
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So, Julian, significantly farther ahead with Glub mostly. Ella's kind of like in the middle of you guys because she doesn't wear heavy armor, but she's also not like a stealth master. You then proceed to hear crash, clang, crash, crash, clang, clang, crash, and then Bart making extra noise and being like, "Is there a spider?" As
I'm just.
wow, that's awesome.
Gonna carefully look around to see if anything's getting ready to jump on us with that noise.
Roll
Yeah, I'm
perception
right
check.
there with you, man. I'm looking for everything right now.
Active perception of. Do I have bonuses? I don't think I do. Oh, I
What's
do.
up,
Okay,
Glue?
yeah.
How's it going?
You have at least a +3. Welcome, Glub.
Active perception at 21.
To bring you up to speed on what just occurred around you. No?
I've been listening on the.
Oh, so you heard that your armored friends have just made the loudest ruckus. You rolled really good on your stealth check though. You were doing like nice 29. You were going like a fucking boss.
You were ninja, I was Ite, and then they held a circus behind us.
Yep. Ella was like in between the middle with it also kind of okay stealth roll, and then that happened.
I think that's my 6th natural one tonight.
That was pretty bad. What was that total for your perception check? I'm sorry, Julian.
It was 21.
Mine was 25, if that helps.
25.
Though I'm more concerned on what terror is around me or crawling on me.
So I'll say with your 25 to see what caused Jakob's fear, you cannot figure it out. There does not appear to be anything that he should be scared of.
So I thought we were
Julian,
just doing a general one. I got another natural one.
on the bright side, you've
Bro,
already burned
okay.
that D4.
What you're gonna do is you're gonna take that dice and you're gonna throw it in the oven. You're gonna set it to broil and you're not gonna touch it for like 4 hours.
Jakob, you're having a very hard time right now. You still have a -2 to everything, right? Because you're still
Oh
one
yeah,
on the
that
track.
means I rolled a 0.
That
Man,
is
I think you're at
incredible.
4 nat ones this session.
It's been a
I'm
lot.
at 6.
Yeah,
That's not better.
he rolled more than one natural one during that combat. he got it out of the way early for the big detriment.
I'm gonna see what a set of dice is.
But with your 21, Julian, you're looking around, and aside from a few like spooked birds that have gone that have evacuated from wherever they were perched, you do not seem to notice anything in the immediate area that is of threat to you.
Let's not do that.
So sorry, I thought I saw something.
Should I even bother sneaking? Like, real. But we do this all the time where I tippity tappity toe and I'm real quiet, and then there's just a playing circus comes up behind me.
You're ahead of us, so.
Oh, by how much? Jeez, I didn't hear that part.
I didn't say that, but
I thought you said that we were up front and they were behind.
yeah, well, you and Julian were. I'm assuming you two were together. I wasn't about to send Glub on like the scouting mission of the century, like, oh yeah, you're 200 feet ahead of the group or some shit.
I was thinking like 10-foot spacing or something in my head, but no one actually verbalized it. That's just kind of my headcanon, I guess.
I was saying that I would attempt to sneak, but a generous distance away from the two people that are actually good at doing it. So I would say at least 30 feet is what I was envisioning.
So y'all kind of had people in plate and half plate at 30 feet behind you guys. Ella about 15 feet behind you and in front of you guys, so like right in the middle, and then you two at the front. So y'all all currently frozen. Jakob, you're
Yeah.
no longer afraid of Bart.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on. He just fucking yelled and ran, and I didn't know if there was a spider on me or what, or like if monkeys in the trees are gonna jump down on me. I have no clue what's going on.
Sorry, I thought I saw something real scary.
What?
Well, I thought you were my father-in-law.
I don't even know how to unpackage that. I mean, oh man.
Let's get a move on.
Okay. So.
There's not a proper response to that.
All right. Moving back on. Assuming, are y'all doing away with stealth, or y'all still trying to stealth?
Oh, I'm still trying to stealth.
Yeah.
I'll just get another round of those from everybody real fast.
With that spacing.
Oh, I got a lot better this time. I went from a 10 to an 11.
That's better. Elle got a natural 20.
I didn't fuck it this time.
All right, so I'll just go Julian.
14.
14, okay. Glub.
21.
Very nice. Jakob.
16.
Very nice. Bart.
Yeah.
Oh, you said 11.
11.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
Rolled a
Okay.
19 and a 9. Gotta love it.
Jakob, you're doing a lot better this time. Bart is still clinking a smidgen.
I gotta get all my stuff straight after you scared the shit out of me.
Also, if I could get, since Julian was heading it previously, if you can roll one more survival check for me, as you're kind of trying to narrow in on this camp.
All
Would
right.
it still be an advantage?
Yeah, I'll assume like that Glub is helping him spot things up there since they're up at the front.
Like, and that was so close to being a 19. Oh well. What do I have again? Plus 6. 22.
Jesus Christ. Very, very nice. So, with your simultaneously less stealthy and more stealthy approach, as you were momentarily ago, takes you about another 5 to 10 minutes or so of kind of casting about and getting your bearings from where you previously had been, like getting information from above, kind of noting some like particular trees and like with weird branches and stuff. And you kind of are coming up and y'all are stealthing along and you don't see the smoke anymore, but as you break through like into a very, like, not a big clearing, but enough of a clear, it's more of a clearing than y'all have seen anywhere else really so far. And you see where there used to be a camp with a scattered fire. This didn't look like it was particularly large, as well as some torn asunder blankets and packs. Like there's just seems to be the item, like random bits and bobs just scattered all over, probably like a 15-foot radius area, and I'll say easily enough to spot there. You see bloodstains in several places. There's a hand on one area. Other, like, you see a few more pieces. Not anything particularly substantial.
Well, I think these are our guys.
And that's where we're gonna take a break.
Real quick question: is it a person hand, like a human hand?
It looks like a humanoid hand.
Oof. So rangers would be an assumption.
I don't know.
Okay, cool.
But that's where we're going to go ahead and take our break. We'll be back here shortly. Just going to take a quick bio, use the bathroom and refresh drinks and stuff. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back here in about 10 to 15 minutes. Bye! And hello! We return once again. Hi! Hi everybody. My voice is very like dude. I barely had to talk at all today, and then I got home. I was like, oh shit, I have to talk so much for D&D. But anywho, welcome back. We return once again with the second half of our Ghost of Saltmarsh game for number 29. Jones, did you realize, since you weren't here for me making this revelation at the start, that we've been doing this game for 7 months? This is the first week past 7 months. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. But yeah, we are back once again to continue on with our motherfucking thing and our party. I guess I'll just do a brief summary of where we just left off. Our party started and came out swinging with a bunch of dire wolves. They took a few hits, but dealt with them pretty damn swiftly, actually, because they smacked the bitch out of those fucking wolves most of the time. There were a few bad rolls, but for the most part, y'all smacked the bitch out of them. But spent the night after that juncture, spent the rest of your night just kind of hanging out in a Liam's tiny hut, called up by old Bart. Not much going on aside from wild things doing what wild things do and tearing apart the remains of those direwolves that you slaughtered, and Julian making a few discoveries of some kind of deliberately hidden movement in the northern and slightly to the east part of the Dreadwood, about 3 miles out from you, as well as almost directly to your north, what appeared to be slight smoke from a campfire. And so y'all made your way this next morning towards that supposed camp. A little bit of a ruckus ensued once y'all got closer due to some pretty unlucky rolls from our resident fighter.
It was unnatural. It was unnatural.
Now, the biggest discovery of the night was that owls were broken as shit.
Owls are broken as shit. I don't know how you did not know this.
I have never looked at the owl stat block before,
and you have a familiar and everything. What is wrong with you? Have you not seen that shit? It's broken as fuck. Anywho, making it the last little bit of the way with more success after the initial ruckus, y'all came upon a campsite of moderate size, you imagine, in complete disarray. What was left of a fire scattered, blood spatter in multiple places. You see a couple remains of like a hand and maybe a few other tattered pieces of people in cloth and what might be bags and sleeping rolls and stuff, just absolutely fucked.
I got a question for you. So does it look like, when we're seeing like blood and body parts, is it like there was a battle here, or like these people were like Trolloc cook potted in the camp kind of thing?
It is scattered all over the place. Y'all would have to do some checks to figure out more.
I was about
what
to
check
ask.
should we have to do?
Investigation, I'm guessing.
Sure.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if I could find anything that would like link the Rangers, like a symbol or something to this area.
That would definitely be an investigation check.
Before they charge in and start to look around the area, I would like to check like the surrounding area and trees around the camp to make sure there's nothing left here, like waiting to ambush.
Sure.
A couple of people checking this out.
They're definitely ahead of us. So good.
Yeah, you and Julian were up at the front, so keeping your 21 stealth, you could kind of like make a quick. Are you trying to like you're trying to go around the camp to check, or are you just kind of eyeing it from your position?
How big's the camp?
Like I said, the from what you can tell, it was probably before everything got scattered to fuck, somewhere within like a 15-foot area. Looks like it was like 15-foot like radius kind of deal.
I'd absolutely go to the other side of it. Just keep my eyes in the trees, around the trees, and with a very nice 22 on the perception check.
Perception check. So as you creep around while stealth and you're looking around kind of on this outer edge and then a little bit out as well to see if anything's waiting on the other side that y'all came from. And you don't appear. I'll say with a 22 so y'all came from kind of the southern side. I'll say kind of on the northeastern side, almost east, kind of east northeast. With the 22 perception, you can't be for certain because you were looking for people and you're not trying to track anything. But you see some disturbances that look like perhaps like this something approached and or left from that direction of the camp.
Gotcha. But no immediate.
No, you see nothing immediately alive.
Cool.
Okay.
I was gonna say, while he's since we were the first two there, while he's looking for threats, I was gonna look for tracks.
Okay, so you're kind of like following along behind him.
Yeah. I mean, we moved up together, so it's
Go ahead and roll a
Be
survival check.
about
This will be
simultaneous.
a straight survival check though, since he was doing a perception check at this time.
16 plus. What did we say? I had the plus 6, right?
The +6, yeah.
22.
So 22. Also, so in the similar and with a 22, since you're specifically looking for tracks, you do see some like hustle and bustle where people may in like several places kind of came in and out, but it's like singular sets of tracks. And I'll say on the like western side of the camp, kind of southwest, southwest, maybe like straight southwest, there you do see another set of tracks. This one isn't really hidden at all. This, like, you wouldn't have even thought to take note of this Glub because it was just so blatant. But you'd see what looks like the tracks of several humanoids, like foot traffic going that way. But then on that east northeast where Glub kind of took note of what was less noticeable, like something was clear was trying to make a point of being sneakier. You find evidence of more foot traffic, and you see it kind of like it kind of is out a little bit. It kind of fanned out closer to the camp, but it was funneled together on its approach.
Gotcha. All right, I will keep note of that while we investigate the camp itself. So it was 2 sets, one sneaky one, one obvious one.
Yeah, you saw one set of obvious footsteps off to the southwest, which you would know would be kind of like heading towards the exit to exit the wood.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas another one east northeast that would be going farther into the wood, and that one like it was like single file, and then like like with your 22, I'll say you followed out a little bit into the wood enough to see that it would start off like relatively clumped together, and then as it got closer to the campsite, it fanned out to kind of like semicircle in. Wait,
so which one was the approach? Which one was the departure?
It looks like they're 2 separate. It looks like there's both arrival and departure in both.
So there is obvious arrival and departure, and there is sneaky arrival and departure.
Yeah, you rolled good. So yeah. But due to it being, and I mean you rolled good, so due to it being kind of like it fanned out, but then it also started off clumped together, and as it got closer to the camp, there's more chaos. Like there was more movement in that immediate area, so it's hard to make out like individual footprints because it's just general disturbance since that was right near the actual campsite. But when it kind of converges up together, it's hard to judge, but you would guess that the group that came in on the sneaky side was somewhere between 5 to 15 individuals. I
got one more question related to the survivor role, then I'll stop trying to milk it.
Sure.
Is the tracks that came in sneakily from the northeast
East-northeast
the same or different from the tracks that
they're definitely different.
All right, so running theory is that this was the camp of the rider boys, and they got jumped by sneaky boys from the forest. Is that hand that was left here left over from a military-aged male? Check for calluses. We got them sword calluses.
That is a hand, my boy.
Hands got calluses, dude.
I will say you could check for calluses. There's probably I'm like it wouldn't even be hard. There's calluses on the hand, but I would also tell you, most people, especially in these areas, have calluses on their hands, regardless of whether they're military or not.
Well, like sword calluses are different from like I'm a merchant who.
That would be a medicine check for you to ascertain that specific level of detail.
Fine.
Boy, don't find me. That's some specific shit.
I didn't make it, so.
Okay. So I would assume that after y'all scout out, y'all are letting your party know that they can move in to take a closer look at the camp as a group. So y'all move up from your 30-foot back where you kind of saw like vague detail you weren't quite able to see, but then you get up and you get that full detail of like just absolutely like things are scattered everywhere. A couple like bits and pieces of what used to be people, as well as their goods and supplies that seem to have just been scattered across the ground.
Does it seem like a lot of the supplies were taken, or did they just get ripped apart and made a mess of?
As y'all are looking, this is if either two people or one person with advantage can make an investigation check, just kind of get a little more detail of what of the contents of what's currently left here.
I will assist whoever does the investigation.
All right.
I don't know if I can since I already did the tracking. So
I mean, that's up to y'all. Ella will volunteer to do so.
Okay.
She's
Sure.
like, I've have some practice at trying to put together what has happened in places previously.
Well,
She has a +7, so
I will guide her.
you're gonna use guidance, and she has advantage. Okay. Okay, well, that's a 16 on the dice. Only +1 from the D4, but 17, 24 to investigation. Very nice. So as she's looking around, she kind of is sifting through some of the things, like not necessarily like completely picking up, but kind of like slightly moving around, kind of like you see people at like police officers and stuff at crime scenes where they're kind of barely moving things, not trying to like move them out of their place. And long story short, you even with her 24, she can't be quite sure what was taken and what was scattered. Y'all don't really see any evidence of weapons or armor, or any arms or armor within the campsite. But and with the 24, it looks like she tells you like some of this was done like throughout the night. Like things came and tore up the campsite, and probably that's where a lot of the bodies went, and all that fun stuff over like the eight. Probably it's been about 9 to 10 hours since y'all saw it. Even something like that. It was pretty close because Julian was second watch. So in the last 8 or a little bit plus hours at the very least, bare minimum, since y'all saw it. But there's like still like a handful of like, it was like 5 silver, 7 or 5 gold, 7 silver, and like 13 copper. Like there's just scattered about. Like I'll just say like throughout, like while she was kind of like, oh, there's a coin, there's a coin. But other than that, it is random supplies. Like there's some food left that's like ruined because it got torn and scattered about. It's like covered in dirt and stuff. Torn bed rolls and like some spare sets of clothing and stuff that is just scattered across. But so it looks like probably some of it was gone already. You would assume that nobody was camping here without any way to defend themselves. But it also it's fairly evident that wild animals have been through here and have contributed.
I mean, Julian voiced his theory aloud. He wasn't keeping that to himself, so.
Can you tell about what time it happened last night?
DM, was he able to tell about how old the tracks are coming in, the sneaky ones?
Was it 22?
Like just
Yeah.
ballpark.
Ballpark. You'd say maybe around or a little before the time that your owls got there, maybe somewhere like within that time frame, either a little before, a little after, maybe during.
Probably in the night.
You will recall there was still smoke. There was still at least some smoke when the owl came through initially.
That was with your first set of owls, right?
Yeah, it was their very first ones before we settled down for the long rest.
That was during the short rest.
Could I give a look around for what I wanted to before? Just like any insignias or anything that would
Sure.
So it's fair to assume that these folks died before we had our confrontation with the direwolves.
Entirely possible. within the time frame that Julian gave you, it could have happened. It could have happened before. It could have happened like it's kind of hard to tell just from the tracks exactly when, especially when it was that long ago. But within an hour bare minimum.
Right. My thinking was that if you're going to douse a fire that you're going to camp next to, you wouldn't let it smoke all night. You would put it out. So
Right.
I assumed the fire was put out during some sort of scuffle or something like that.
Right. So, you'd say so. Probably, like I said, somewhere within like an hour or two of his discover, one way or the other.
Well, that's Bart's logic, I guess.
I got an 8 on the check.
You look around, there doesn't appear to be much anything left that like has any kind of visible markings.
That's fair.
Do we know how many people usually go out on a range for the rangers? Or
Y'all were told it's generally like the patrols in general would be between 4 to 6 people. You would assume that would apply also to the groups that went into the forest.
Does this look like enough? From what's scattered around them with the things that remains, it seemed like it was enough for 4 people.
Just roll like D20 plus intelligence.
Hey, I'm happy.
Or wisdom, actually, because this is like a common sense thing.
Okay, 21.
21, okay. With what you can see, you think maybe a little more than that. This may have been as many as like 7 or 8.
Okay, so yeah, just from like bedrolls that might be.
Yeah, just like amount. Yeah, just amount of cloth and stuff. You'd estimate it'd probably be a few people larger, like not quite 10, but a little below that probably.
All right. Yeah. I will take some time while the rest of the party sifts through this stuff and kind of just quietly say a little prayer for these guys who are surely dead as shit by now from blood and stuff that are gone over the place. If they're not dead already, they're probably wish they were at this juncture.
Right.
And this is where the tracks are coming in from. This is the same direction Julian saw like that concealed movement from last night, or no?
It could have gotten there eventually, but the movement he saw was more easterly, like because where he saw it, because he was having his birds kind of go out. Like if you're looking at the map, where y'all were was closer to that tip, where y'all had initially entered, a little above that like southernmost dot. Y'all were a little in there, and the bird that saw the movement. So the bird that saw this camp was almost straight to the north, about 2 miles. Whereas the movement he saw was actually significantly later by several hours, and northern and a little bit more to the east. So on probably a little bit more on the eastern side of that river, kind of like in line with that dot. That's the farther northernmost dot, but only about 3 miles in. So I mean, possibly, because these tracks entered and exited kind of east-northeast from where y'all are currently, so not impossible.
Whatever did this probably has about a 12 to 16 hours head start on us right now.
Well, he saw the second part in his short, or in his watch, right?
Right.
And
On the second half of his watch, in the second hour.
Yeah.
So he got the information about the camp before y'all's long rest. So it was about 3 hours after he saw the camp that he saw that kind of concealed movement.
4 hours. But yes.
Would that be consistent with, for instance, that northernmost dot on the map? If they had type of like prisoners that might have been slowing them down for them to get them that far in that direction, or?
You don't know.
Okay. Is that we don't know the type of checks we rolled, or would we need to roll something to try and?
I'd say like if you want to get a rough estimation, it'd be like another survival check. Because you'd be trying to ballpark based off of like what you think you could do, what you think is possible for like you said, a party. You're like a group of people of somewhere between 5 to 15.
Okay. That is a 16.
16, and you're trying to see if they could have made it to that dot.
Right. If like the differentiation between that amount of time and how far they moved in that direction, if that would be kind of like consistent with having to drag like multiple prisoners with a larger group, or
I will say that Julian didn't note any like drag marks or anything. It's pure like footprints and stuff.
gotcha. All right.
Um, but
This was a slaughter. This was just kill it.
If we feel like we need more information, I can do more scouting, but that'll be more juice. We might need to fight later, so.
You said that there were no drag marks at all, like not even from beasts.
like I meant like there weren't drag marks like into the like on that footpath.
Okay.
I'd say yeah, there's pretty clearly some like drag marks from the camp, but nothing that was kind of like it was being dragged onto that trail where he had seen those footprints.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, Julian. I don't think we should let them get any further ahead of us. They already got a pretty big head start. Granted, I mean, we don't know where they're going to.
Oh, I mean, let's follow their. You'd said you found a trail, right, Julian?
Yes.
Let's follow that.
Yeah, let's get going.
Did we want to scout ahead with the birds again or no?
I would say save it if we think this is the end goal. I mean, there's just too many unknowns right now, I think.
All right, and I guess with that, I will another 16. So, the 22 total.
With
All right.
advantage?
No, not with advantage. With advantage, that'll be.
I was going to help you. I didn't.
Hey,
know you
that's
were
really
rolling
with
them.
advantage. If you're gonna let me have it, because I rolled it before anyone said anything.
No, that's fine. It's
Thanks.
it's easy
I
to
don't-
assume that you would be getting assistance from somebody, so it's fine.
I didn't want to pre-celebrate if you weren't
it's,
gonna.
yeah, it's fine.
Now you can celebrate.
Yeah.
So and you're just trying to follow those tracks.
Yeah, you said there was both arriving and departing, so we will be following the
Right.
departing.
Okay.
Of the stealthy ones, obviously.
Kind of figured. So they'll set off following those tracks. With a natural 20, quite easy to follow. Like it was very clear that these were footprints that were trying to remain hidden and stuff. Like you can see where they were trying to not step on every like they weren't trying to snap branches and stuff on purpose and stuff like. And it happened occasionally. And it'd probably do against people who aren't you, but you're feeling
See,
very on top of your game today.
When I stole that soul from the wolf, I got the tracking ability. Yeah.
Apparently. apparently. But as it departs, like I said, kind of east northeast, it does start to you start to go out. It goes out about several hundred feet, or not like a straight line exactly, but then it does start to kind of curve a little more to the like kind of back out to the east, like slowly more east as time goes on. And y'all keep going. And you keep going. And are you guys just gonna keep following it as you just keep on trucking? Okay.
Yeah, I mean this is our current primary lead, so
Sure. So
I'll be having my eyes on the trail. I need y'all looking out, make sure I don't get murdered.
So about 2 hours after, as y'all been following the show for about 2 hours, and y'all have been going at a very solid pace due to a natural 20 for finding them in place. Like he's not really having to take any time to look around. He's able to follow it like a bloodhound the whole time. It's the sharky, you know, he can sense blood, smell blood within a mile kind of thing, but on land. But he follows along for about 2 hours, and y'all come across a much, probably what you would imagine would be a camp, but or a campground. Unlike the other one where y'all had been, where there was stuff and everywhere, this place is just disturbed, like fascinating, in a much larger area. But there's the ground is disturbed all over the place, like the leaves are displaced and stuff. You can see the remains of a larger fire, like one that looked probably a cook fire or something. But this is scattered about, like, and there's nothing to remain aside from a little bit of extra for that nat 20. There's some cracked bones. Cracked and burnt bones that have been kind of tossed by the wayside, and a little bit of some other refuse. But other than that, no remains. This wasn't a battleground.
Can I roll a medicine check on the bones?
Sure.
Oh.
You can't resurrect them.
21.
Look humanoid. Like,
Are
cracked open, like marrow sucked out of them, whole 9 yards.
No skulls?
That you can see.
Is it a big pile? Or just a few?
There's just a few scattered bits and pieces.
Okay.
Is there, and I know this will be a perception check, but
Sure.
I'm looking to see if there's anything that's, like, watching us.
Go right ahead.
Ooh, almost yeeted that fucking dice. That's gonna be a 10.
10. Look around. Don't seem to notice anything watching you.
Glub would be doing the same. Glub knows that these guys are better at getting a bigger picture, but I would be looking for more active threats the whole time.
Sure.
Don't worry about it. Glub doesn't see it.
Are you seeing the shadowing people too?
Right. Oh.
Okay. So Glib, you don't see shit. I assume you said don't worry about it.
Yeah, is that eight total?
Yikes. Yeah, I mean, like, this place is kind of creepy the longer you're here. Because it's like, it just seems dark in this forest. Like it's, y'all, it's the middle of the day right now. Y'all, it's now, when do y'all go to bed? Around 10 o'clock? So it's now about 9, starting to get into the later part of the morning, and it just seems dimmer in here than it should be, but
I don't notice.
Julian apparently does not notice. But
I mean, there's still a difference in color for you.
It's Sparta's Day. What you talking about?
right, it's not like, in this, even for those that don't have dark vision, it's not enough to affect your vision. Like, it's not dim, like, by D&D standards, but it's dimmer. Like, just not as much, not enough light, not as much light as you would expect.
I was just teasing.
Yeah. Like, it's a pretty even this far out, it's still fairly dense.
There doesn't seem to be a path that was taken from here that's noticeable.
If y'all are taking any amount of time to kind of examine this area, it'd be another check to be picking up the trail from here, because like the trail came here, and then it was like there was a camp here, like they made camp, and it's like I said, this is significantly larger. Looks like it was more. It supports your like 5 to 15. You're feeling like, based on this, probably closer to the 15 number there, just based on the size, like the area that was encompassing, that's disturbed. It was like once they got here, they stopped trying to be sneaky.
Right.
I don't know if anybody's done this yet, but can I look around? Once I'm convinced there's no threats around here with an 8, so I'd like to look around for any like footprints that aren't just regular human, like claw marks or like just extra giant feet or something like that.
Yeah.
Is that perception or is that
it'd be a survival.
survival.
Because
Gotcha.
it falls into the like tracking category.
Okay, awesome. Good. +4 to that. 13 + 4 for a 17 total.
17.
Nice.
So, looking around, the majority of these footprints seem to be smaller, actually, than human. Like, they seem to be slightly smaller. Some of them seem to be barefoot. You see some that have some that seem to have like one shoe, some that seem to have two. A lot of them seem to be smaller. There's a couple sets of larger boots that would be more humanoid size. But that's about what you're seeing with the 17. Mostly smaller feet, few sets of larger, but not like large by the size category, like medium-sized creature size boots.
I mean, guys, if you're not doing anything, look around here. There's some of these are the size of my foot. Not much bigger than Jakob.
Yeah, that's true. There's probably goblins that they were talking about.
I guess I will peep around to see if there's any more tracks in and out. See if this is like a regular stop.
Sure. One more survival check for me.
What will the nature tell me?
Not Abe.
Yo, you will not believe this.
Is it another natural 20?
I will move the camera if you require it.
You're fun.
Okay.
I trust you. So another natural 20?
He's taking all my natural 20s.
Yeah, he got all the nat ones, I got all the 20s. There is no balance to this session.
Apparently. The dice gods are just. This is true. It's just they don't mete out their justice to the same person
Evenly.
necessarily. Yeah. They just make sure that each session has just rolls.
Well, if that's the case, I still got 4 more 20s coming my way because that boy got like 6 ones.
He did. But with a natural 20, I mean, it definitely doesn't look like there is anything in place that would make this like a permanent stop, like nothing that would make this a rest stop. Like you don't see any like construction of any kind. But vegetation and the like doesn't seem to be growing back here. Like it has been disturbed frequently enough that it has gotten like smushed down and killed by things sitting on it or things walking on it and stuff, and it hasn't really been given the chance to properly grow back. And as you kind of range outwards, there are several. It's a natural 20. There's the path that y'all followed that came into this area, and I'll say there are a couple smaller disturbances, a couple smaller trails that were smaller groups that seem to be coming or going. In some cases, it just kind of depends. What like a couple of them appear to be coming and going. Like one appears to be just going with like maybe 2 sets of footprints. One appears to just be coming with like 4 sets of footprints. And then an additional, what appears to be like the exit path, which is also the most fresh of this, of aside from the one that y'all followed here, that is exiting, starting like curving even more. That is now heading almost directly east.
And that's the only recent exit path. So like all contents of this camp head in the same direction.
Seems that way.
And you said approximately 15.
With the natural 20, I will say yes. It looks like to be about 15.
All of that smaller or like closer to normal human-sized footprints.
Like I said for Bart, majority seems to be smaller. The majority seems to be smaller. You'd say probably 3, maybe 4 sets of larger footprints.
Cool. Unless there's any other things you want to tell me with that nat 20, I guess that is what we have to go on.
This is what you got to go on for now.
Cool. It is plenty.
I guess you relayed the information to us.
Yeah, like I just stream of
He's
consciousness.
just keeping it to himself. He's
Yeah,
doing
I
the
know
Sherlock Holmes where he's just staring at the ground, just stroking his chin.
So does it's I guess, is Julian able to tell if there are any type of makeshift structures here, or does it all just seem like an area where people had some fires and just laid the fuck out?
Basically.
Actually, I do have one other question. Can I tell with this newer arrival, like, are we gaining or losing time on these guys? Do these seem like notably fresher than the other ones, or are they about the same age comparatively?
They seem roughly the same.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
We're not gaining any time, guys.
Well, then we should probably go now.
Right, let's get moving.
Onward. We ain't got time to waste.
Like, and I don't mean like they just walked through this area, but insofar as like what you were following is definitely older, and these new tracks were definitely fresher.
But not considerably so.
Right. Not like you'd think probably long enough for someone to sleep and eat.
So we can guess that while we were camping at our camp, they were camping here.
Something along
Give
those
or
lines.
take.
Give or take.
Approximately. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Easily enough to with a natural 20 to figure that out.
Yep, let's keep on moving. Let's catch up as best we can.
No, it's not a nat 20.
Jesus Christ.
15 plus 6 for a 21.
Okay.
Yeah.
These guys cannot lose your tracking. I don't think you have rolled below a 20 so far for tracking this. So
No, I kept rolling 16s and now a 15.
right.
So
So you're continuing along the wood through these woods, and like I said, so you kind of when you first left that camp, you were curving up and kind of out a little bit, kind of further into the wood. And then it is curved more almost directly easterly. And as you follow it, like with a 22, like if you're referencing the map at all, as y'all are moving for these next, is like I'd say probably the next hour or two, as y'all are kind of traveling along, like you're still clipping along at a pretty good pace. Y'all have passed the water. Y'all have gone across this. It's because it's not terribly hard through this section of the forest. Y'all are able to make your way across the river. Actually, because y'all are following a trail, it's because there's construction across the air quotes construction, but there's like a couple of logs that have been kind of lashed together that have kind of bridged this gap. It's not particularly secure, but it serves the purpose of getting you guys across like a narrower section over like what would be a ford, but avoiding having to ford it.
If this river seems at all dangerous, like would get over any of our heads or anything, I would just take the ring of swimming and hand it over to Jakob.
Can't quite tell. It's like it runs. It seems to be running a little bit more sluggish through the wood than it did when it would have initially branched off way back down. If you see the map where it had branched off and headed towards there, probably much cleaner, much more fast running. Slow down a little bit, become slightly more stagnant within here. So just in case.
Once we get across, I'll give the ring back.
Yeah, it wouldn't have caused you guys much trouble. Like, while it's not OSHA like regulated, it's also not about to like collapse into the water. But y'all continue. Y'all continue across there, and it's the path seems to be kind of curving. Now that it's gone east, a little bit more northerly, and y'all are hitting, you think you should be hitting whereabouts conflicts have occurred within the Dreadwood.
While we're just walking along, Glub was just. Do we think we're following the right thing here? I mean, there's not even big footprints. Like, she said the thing was big, right?
Well, can't be sure. These are definitely bad things, but they seem like they could be goblins and hobgoblins, like they said they've been seeing sights of. Could be going back to maybe an even larger camp. I'm not sure.
Not to mention, two things. One, it can shapeshift. Two, if we catch one of the little bastards, maybe we can get him to tell us where what we really want is.
It's true.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, has anybody been perceiving as y'all have been trekking along, following these paths?
Specifically said I need other people to be doing that because I'm focused. And that 20
be
comes at a cost.
Glub for sure.
Sure.
We're in a place called the Dreadwood. I'm not gonna be picking daisies.
I figured, just wanted to make sure. So if I could get a couple of those rolls, actually.
All right, that is a 16, so 24.
24.
That is a dirty one.
Nice.
Yikes.
I rolled a 17 plus 4 for 21.
21 as well. Very nice. So we got two 21s and a dirty one.
21.
Dirty one.
A dirty one.
That's
Bruh.
man, that's
Six-
impressive.
16 plus 8 for 24.
24 and a 21.
Oh, shit!
For ones that matter.
Oof.
Don't worry, Chris. You got big sword.
Whole lot of demons I'm seeing right now.
Oh no.
Actually, I'd probably say, Jakob, help Julian keep on the trail. I'm gonna keep my eyes on the trees and nearby so we don't get ambushed.
All right.
But so as y'all rolling those, Julian, as y'all are making your way along this trail, the footprints seem to start to spread out. They're no longer kind of in a troop.
Wait, like spread out in the same way they spread out before they
No,
jumped that other camp, or
they seem to be like dispersing, almost.
if we must follow a trail, are the bigger ones sticking together, or are they spread out too?
It looks like the big ones have each split off one by one, and that little, like several little, are with each one of the bigger tracks.
They broke off into squads. Seem to be led by the bigger ones. We need to pick a squad.
I say probably the best to choose the one with the heaviest boots.
Or is there any differentiation between the three bigger ones at all?
Not that you can tell.
All right, I'm gonna roll for it. The third set.
Third. Okay. So
this is 3 different directions, right? One going to
this does seem to confirm a fourth of the bigger. So there seem to be 4 of the bigger.
Oh, the four. Ooh, I gotta roll with a
Yeah.
D8 then, not a D6.
Yeah, that's
Or
a, this.
D4.
This seems to split into going 1, 2, 3,
Alright.
4.
In that case, it is the fourth.
Okay. From right or left?
Going from left to right, it'll be the far right one.
So, the right. And these do seem to be splitting off like in a cone.
Yeah, you said they were fanning out.
Yeah,
so I was kinda
fanning out,
imagining
yeah.
like that.
Exactly. So, farthest right one is heading in what vaguely at this point, because y'all can't see, but you know this would be the direction of either the edge of the wood or kind of like maybe it was either going to curve around to go back towards the edge of the wood on this eastern side, or like it was going to go directly across the wood if you're looking at the map. And we said we had a 24 and a 21 on those perception checks, correct?
Correct.
So y'all are following this trail for probably about another half hour before first Bart and then Glub. Here's some from probably further up the trail. You're hearing some faint snatches of speech. What language does everybody speak? Or at least the two of you, anyway.
I'm fairly certain not goblin.
You're assuming it's a goblin.
Common and halfling.
Okay.
Common, grung, halfling, and thieves' cant.
Just for reference, Goblin, Gnomish, Draconic, and Common.
What the fuck?
Christopher, why do you speak so many weird languages?
Pick up a lot of stuff with bars.
Apparently.
What?
You're picking up the Draconic
Hey,
and
what
the
bar are you
Goblin.
drinking? Was that a stone?
But this was, hold on, let me actually see for this because we had 11 small tracks.
Yakub just goes into the restaurant and they have a bunch of different of those like little crayon mats that you have for the kids, and he's just been learning different languages from those.
Yeah.
So, I said, y'all, so the two of you that hear it do not understand what is being said.
Hey, we got some talking up ahead. If y'all two quiet ones might want to go check it out a little bit. Sounds like it's not too far up in the direction that I hear it from. I will gesture.
Yeah, it seems to be like it's down the trail. Like the trail that y'all are following, it's from that way.
Is it moving?
I just heard it. I could let you know in a second.
It doesn't appear. It does not appear to be moving. Like I'm assuming y'all have stopped as y'all are starting to have this conversation.
I will telepathically tell Glub, if you move up ahead of me, I'll watch your back, and I will manifest my bow. Well, my bow is already manifested, but I'll put an arrow to it. Be all ready and stuff. He's sneaker than I am. I would hold him down.
Sure.
And not a problem. You guys stay here. I'm not gonna do anything. I'll hopefully it goes well. I'll be back soon. Glue will take off towards the direction of the voices that he heard.
All right. So, I assume you're rolling a stealth check.
I would like to, for sure.
I see no reason to deny it.
It's pretty good.
I will be following at a distance if he gets more than 30 feet away from me.
26.
Okay. So, Julian, are you also rolling a stealth check?
Yes.
You want to go ahead and roll that for me?
No, I would just like to have a high score, please.
That's too bad.
Yeah, you didn't ask if I was going to. You asked if I would like to. It'll be a 16. After bonuses. And this is why I'm 30 feet behind him.
Yeah. So, Julian, you're falling about 30 feet behind, roughly. Because y'all both rolled over 20s with your perception checks, Glub, it seems to be about, through this fairly dense woods, about 60 foot. Like, these weren't, like, y'all heard this in part because they weren't talking particularly quietly. And because you rolled really well. And it was faint. Like y'all were hearing it kind of on the edge of y'all's hearing as y'all got within range. But Glub and then 30 foot behind, y'all kind of daisy chaining. Cause I'm assuming you guys and Ella aren't moving worth jack for the moment. Y'all move up. Glub, you move up and you can see. I would say you can see them. Julian, 30 foot back, I'd say with your passive perception, you can hear conversation being had. At having gotten this much closer. But Glub, you get closer, and it's 60 foot away from you. As you get within about 45 foot, you can see up farther in front of you through the trees, a couple of familiar looking figures. Not in that you recognize them specifically, but that you have seen similar before, of the taller, more humanoid forms, broad-shouldered, well-muscled, long black hair pulled back with reddish tinged skin of a couple of hobgoblins, as well as that seem to be the primary that seem to be discussing amongst themselves between the two of them, and then three smaller forms, kind of yellowish green skin and like ragged, kind of small, like not motley armor of goblins, kind of long pointed ears and hooked noses, and those are the voices you're hearing, are the three goblins that are just chattering and talking amongst themselves. You see one just kind of like shove another, and just like they start getting a little rowdy, and just without even looking, one of the hobgoblins just swings out a hand and just backhands the shit out of one of them.
You said it's 3 and 2?
3 and 2.
Using the spy's murmur, I will ask Glub how he wants to do this.
Just so I understand, we're 45 feet, or I'm 45 feet away from the closest one.
You're within 15 to 20 feet of the group of hobgoblins and goblins.
Okay.
You're about 45 feet away from Jakob, Bart, and Ella. You're about 30 feet away from Julian.
Yeah.
Okay. So these guys.
Julian, you don't have nearly as clear of a picture. You can see these figures, but this appear to be the guys you were following.
I mean, are you filling me in via the murmur?
Yeah, for sure. I would go back. Small party. I mean, 2 of the bigger ones, 3 goblins. We could just kill them.
I can drop the darkness, the depths on them if you want. Shoot whatever comes out.
If they come out my direction, but if you do that before I have a chance to shoot, I won't see anything. It gives them they could just run in the opposite direction.
I can position it so they'll be on our edge of it.
Do the other 3 of us, do we even see like what they're looking at from this distance?
From 60 foot away through all these trees?
Can they see me?
Really. Yeah, you're only like you're only about 20 foot away from them. They can kind of see you unless you're specifically hiding from them.
I'm going to hold up 3 fingers, little, 2 fingers, big. I can't give them any more detail than that from where I'm at without shouting. So
I'll give you a wishy-washy thumbs up.
yeah. So at least I'm not totally in the dark. Yeah, I can put it so that they can either run backwards and stay stuck in the darkness, or run towards us, wounded.
You ever think that maybe we shouldn't give both them earrings to the scouting people to go up ahead? I have no idea. Think they got some good drinks out there?
I don't know. I think you said something about my gentleman parts. I don't really like that.
Tell them to get ready.
I will creep back to them and, like, mouth to ear, carefully let Bart know the situation.
We've got 3 goblins, 2 hobgoblins. We're figuring out how we want to handle them. I can drop the darkness on them, positioned so that it is a further run to run away from us. Or we can do something else.
But we kind of want to get information from them, right? Isn't that the whole plan? Let's try to find out where their base is at.
No guarantee they'd all die. How would you want to take one alive?
I don't rightly know if we can even communicate with them.
Do I hear this?
Yeah, I assume that we're
We're like big time huddle, like
Right.
football
Yeah.
huddle.
What are they?
You heard me say 3 goblins, 2 hobgoblins.
Oh, you're saying you're whispering sweet nothings into Bart's ear.
It's 3.
Oh,
3 goblins and 2 hobgoblins.
well, assuming the goblins speak goblin, I know a little bit. Be able to talk to them.
yeah.
Well-
Let's go talk to them.
I can also bring the shadow creature that slows them down, so they couldn't run very far.
Probably a good idea.
Can I do a quick history check to see if I know what Bart knows about goblins?
Sure.
Oh, damn. 23.
23. Is there anything in particular that you're looking for, or just general goblin information?
Has there been like any knowledge that I would know of goblins having like redeemable qualities, or are they just mostly all super vile creatures?
I mean, in the area you're in, I mean, it's not necessarily with a 23. It's not unheard of for there to be goblins like that, or hobgoblins even, because they're kind of lumped. They get lumped together a lot. That have been elsewhere, like that they will pop up in towns occasionally.
Okay, cool.
But
That's as far as I need.
large and in part, you know them to be vicious little bastards.
Yep.
Kind of, funnily enough, very similar to most people's views of Glib's people
Lizard folk. Yeah.
and
yeah.
lizard folk.
Yeah.
They're one of those that it's like the ones that are in tribes tend to be of the violent and
Right.
people eating kind, whereas the ones that are individuals are a lot more likely to be, more personable.
So it'd probably be a lot like the things that Glub has told me in the party. I would have picked that up from the person that taught me Goblin.
I'd say so, yeah.
Okay.
Like, you probably learned Goblin from, like, a Goblin merchant who had passed through Seaton and was there for an extended period of time.
If we can try to talk to them, I mean, I'd say we get you sneaky folks to go around the opposite side of the direction we approach. They'll probably try something, and we'll probably have to sit them down pretty good and make sure they don't run away. But we might be able to communicate with them something.
My shadow spirit can make sure they don't run far.
All right, sure.
I will-
go do
I'll
that.
let Gloob know we about to do the sneaky pincer to get around behind them while they approach.
Miss Ella, you wanting to be in the sneaky group, or you wanting to be in the walk out in the open and say hello group?
She's kind of... While I am not as loud as you and Jakob, stealth isn't necessarily my forte, so I'll stay with you two, just in case.
I'll smile at that and give her a polite nod of the head. Like, all right.
She says, like, a kind of thin, kind of like kind of tips her head a little bit.
Tell them not to move before they get on the other side.
Yeah, I'll give them an appropriate time frame to give us to move around.
All right.
All right.
And we rolling stealth checks.
I believe so. To now start moving around.
Mm-hmm.
I would say so, yeah.
I'll count to 500 and then we'll go. All right.
Not good. Not good at all. Oof.
Mine was an 18. I don't know what Glub's was.
It's a 17 because I plus 11 to it. I rolled a 6. I rolled a 6 and a 2 on that.
All right.
I have a +2, so.
So we have a 17 and 18 on our stealth checks respectively. And about how far around these guys are you trying to skirt to get behind them?
I don't know how thick the underbrush is. I'm wanting to stay far enough away. They are not like really clearly visible to me, meaning I wouldn't really be clearly visible to them. Like just barely visible enough to orient myself.
I'd say about 30 foot.
Yeah, I'm probably saying like 35 feet away then.
Sure.
Glub would probably just stay his distance that he is
So
right
you're
now.
about 20
just
foot.
Keep the same all the way around to the other side.
Okay. So, y'all, like I said, y'all are trying to be sneaky, so I'll say it takes you guys about a minute, maybe 2, as you slowly kind of creep your way along. And they do seem to be still just kind of chatting at the moment. Like, and I say chat, they're not out there, like, gossiping, but the two hobgoblins do seem to be talking, occasionally reining in. You see the same hobgoblin seems to be consistently reining in the 3 goblins when they start to get out of hand.
And since I know we're getting ready to pass this off to the unsneaky party, just wanted to put it out there that all I'm going to be doing besides watching from a distance is having a readied action to drop the Spirit of Despair if they try to run or fight.
So, readying a spell,
Mm-hmm.
you can't just sit there and hold it readied for long periods of time, because when you ready a spell, you're preparing to cast it, and if you don't cast it within those 6 seconds, you lose the spell.
I don't mean as a like readied action. We're
Okay.
not in initiative order, but
Right.
I'm letting you know that when
Making
we
sure.
do things, that's what I'm doing. Yeah.
Right.
We're not in initiative. I don't think you can
That's
ready action.
that'd be one of those where you could get it if you get a surprise round. If you don't have
They might
surprise,
scouts
you
up
couldn't do
there, we
it.
don't know.
Right. So, y'all are in position. Do y'all have any idea how? Do y'all have what was y'all's plan for when you were gonna move up? Since y'all don't have the spies, remember?
I said I was gonna count the 500 and then go. That's
Okay.
what I told them.
So, takes y'all
So
about
you guys are in position, and then like 7 minutes later.
yeah. So it takes y'all about 2.5 minutes or so to get yourselves snuck around. Y'all rolled pretty well on your stealth checks, and y'all are sat there. About 500 reaches around there, Bart.
All right, let's go. Let's go give these guys a polite hello.
Let's try to be a little quieter walking up until we get to like the edge of the camp. Probably be safe.
How do you say hello in Goblin?
I tell him.
DM, how do you say hello in Goblin?
You say hello in Goblin.
God damn it.
I'm not making up a word for that right off the bat.
Start the shot.
It's a valiant effort. It's been a long Monday.
My stealth roll.
Are y'all trying to stealth up, or y'all just walking up to him?
I'm
Well,
just walking up to him.
I wanted to try to be a little bit quiet to get to the edge of the.
Sure.
But
They're gonna find us. If we come up there and they see us trying to sneak around, they're just gonna think we're incompetent. We gotta show, that we're not afraid of them. There's no threat that they pose us whatsoever.
all right, I will loudly walk up.
That's right.
Loud and proud.
Make them know you got weight under them boots.
Looking in the complete wrong direction of where the goblin and hobgoblins are.
Like on purpose, or you're having that hard of a time?
I'm having that hard of a time.
Okay.
Can I pop you in the restoration if I see this? Like, whoa,
That's
buddy.
your
It's
choice.
this way. It's this way. Come on. Yeah, I'll hit you with a fucking restoration. I'll let you waltz off into the woods like I got it.
Yeah, you see, he's kind of like slightly like y'all were walking the same direction initially, and then he's kind of doing that thing where he starts to curve away.
Yeah, I'll hit him with the restoration. Like, are you gonna be good? Can you do this?
Yeah, I'll be all right.
Sure.
Yeah, that'll help me a lot.
All right. So
And I was kind of like get him to look at me, like look down at me, like you sure?
Yes.
All right, I trust you. Let's go.
okay.
Do I know if size matters in goblin culture? I feel like that would be something that would be kind of important. Like, for example, like the hobgoblins versus goblins. Do I know that like hobgoblins in goblin culture are seen as like
roll a knowledge history.
I just roll real fucking great tonight, apparently.
Hell yeah.
Let's see. Ooh. A 0.
You have no fucking idea. All you did was learn the language from this dude. It didn't occur to you to ask questions about his culture. You're one of those. You're like you really didn't even notice that he was a goblin most of the time, so it didn't occur to you.
Yeah, like this guy was just super full of shit. He was telling me about like goblin palaces and shit.
He was a merchant, so that's a big 0. God, that's crazy.
God, I got some dice to roll tonight.
Do you have a
apparently.
negative intelligence?
No, I am. Even with the lesser restoration, I'm at -2. I was
Oh.
at -5.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Okay. All right. So,
But I also rolled
Jesus.
a 2.
Yeah, that'll do it.
What condition are you currently suffering from?
Withdrawal symptoms.
Alcohol withdrawal.
Oh, okay. I guess that's not really a poison.
It is. Yeah. No. We discussed
Okay.
it so that
Fair
we
enough.
had like a track he could do. But it's not particularly hard for them to hear you guys coming, since y'all aren't trying to be stealthy. So y'all come crashing through, like the initial 30 feet at least, and you hit 30 feet, and all conversation ceases.
Yeah, I'm gonna come up there smoking a pipe, just completely calm as you please.
Okay. I will go ahead and say, y'all that are posted up watching these guys, Julian, did you get closer so you could have a better line of sight after you were in your position? Or are you staying 30
Yeah, I
foot
need to
away?
be close enough to be
Okay.
actually see.
Okay, just
They're,
making sure. Okay, because I know you had said you were staying farther out. So you kind of get up to similar distances, Glub. And y'all hear your friends come crashing through the trees.
I just think to myself, that tracks.
And 5 heads whip around, like looking over. Conversation stops. All 3 of the goblins go darting off into trees, like into the trees. And
Do any of them come towards me?
none of them go backwards. All the
Okay.
like 3, like 2 go off to the right and 1 goes off to the left, like into like at trees. Hold on, I gotta write this down.
I would like
Once
to
they
sneak
start-
up on one if
Just
I
kind of
could.
call out, Gerstug. That's all you're saying.
Yeah, I was
right?
gonna say, whoa, friends.
Just
And
hello.
goblins. I'm sure that'll convince them to stop.
Okay. Whoops. Okay. So, just based off of passives, 2 of those goblins y'all don't see anymore. One of them is hiding behind a tree really poorly.
Pretty sneaky little fellas.
But so and that's before y'all could even really see them all the way. And y'all come coming up closer, and both hobgoblins appear to be drawing weapons. One appears to be sporting a shield and sword, and the other a long bladed, like long haft bladed weapon, like some kind of glaive.
They don't know they're surrounded. They ain't got any options. They're just here to talk.
So, y'all get the rest of the way up, and one of the hobgoblins, the one with the sword and shield, just calls it, "Halt!" As y'all are kind of, and this is as y'all are cresting like visual range. There's still like a few trees between the 2 of you, and the 2 of
He's
them have
speaking
kind of.
common.
Oh shit! Nice.
Oh,
And the 2 hobgoblins have separated slightly.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I'll halt when he tells me to halt.
Hey there, we don't mean you no harm. You speak common?
He just kind of stares at you for a second.
I will translate that into Goblin.
He just stares at you for a second too. And he goes, yes! Still in common.
All right. Well, we came here to talk to you and not outright attack you or anything because we're just, kind fellas like that. Is it all right if we approach and discuss this like friends?
Not friends. But it would be within your best interest to approach.
All right.
DM, while this is going on, I would like to actively seek out these guys. I assume Glub was watching them dart off into
Sure.
the trees, so I would like to
go ahead and roll
actively find
active
the
perception
uplands.
check.
Would that be something you might have advantage on since he was watching them do it?
Not necessarily, no.
Seven-
These guys are
17.
intentionally trying to hide. What was that?
17.
You still only see the one. Those other two have disappeared.
In that case, the one that is hiding poorly behind a tree, Glub will start making his way up behind that goblin.
Okay.
Stealthily as possible.
Okay.
Did you want me to roll another
I'll
stealth
say y'all, since y'all been sitting still for a minute, go ahead and roll an additional stealth check. Julian, are you trying to go anywhere?
No, I don't. You said we didn't see where the other two went, so I'm just keeping an eye on those two hobgoblins in case they make trouble.
Okay.
19 total.
19.
5 and 8.
Alrighty, so you start sneaking up. How close are you trying to get to this goblin?
Immediately behind him.
Like, you want to be within 5 feet of him.
Yeah.
And you're trying to remain stealthed that close to him?
Well, I mean, I guess actually, because I had my crossbow out looking at the party, you said I saw him.
Yeah, he rolled exceptionally poorly, and by exceptionally poorly, I mean he got a 7 on his stealth check. So
Okay, if I just want clear line of sight to him, then.
okay, I mean from where you are, he's trying to hide from your party, and so when I mean like poorly hidden behind a tree, like you can see him here. I'd say well enough that it would not mess with your line of sight.
Okay. All right.
Okay. All right. So.
I will aim at that goblin.
All right. So you're just. You're racking your pump action
Sorry,
shotgun.
rack, baby.
Your pump action crossbow.
The stealthy rack. There's no stealthy setting.
Just what the hell was that? Ah! It's like goblins rain from the trees.
That's it.
Okay, so back to our diplomatic party, the diplomatic group. As y'all, so y'all approach and get a little further in, and same hobgoblin, still not putting away his weapons at this juncture. Just looking around at the three of you.
Your name's Bartholomew Fairfurrow.
Dangerous
Sure.
place to be, Bartholomew Fairfurrow.
It definitely is.
Especially
definitely-
for those of your kind. Just looking at all three of you.
Absolutely. It's a mighty dangerous place. We had to kill a pack of dire wolves last night. It was pretty fun. Anyway, we've been tracking you for the past day or so. Leave pretty good trail. And well, we noticed you were having a problem with some rangers. Well, I guess from what we saw, the rangers were having a problem with you, but it don't seem like it's much of a problem anymore.
What rangers?
Only saw the remains of the camp, so it looks like you guys dealt with a little bit earlier on the path. Sometime last night, I'd wager.
Ah. He's just staring at you.
All right. Man, a few words. I admire that. In any case, we figure you guys have been having a real kind of, I don't know, them rangers are kind of a thorn in your side. Am I wrong?
They can be.
Well, I happen to know some information, some local ongoings that could be interesting to help take care of them rangers, to help you out a little bit.
Oh,
That's right. That's why I come looking for your folk in this dangerous place. But I see you're an intelligent hobgoblin, and you know the value of this kind of information.
I do when it's correct.
All right. So you understand that a guy like me who wants to get properly, what's the word? Paid. Yeah, that's it. I like getting paid for this type of information. Needs to tell it to the right person. And I understand you got a nice big blue boss fella kind of want to talk to.
He kind of tilts his head to one side.
Unless that's not you. We got the wrong people. We can just go about our business.
How about you come back with us one way or the other?
Sure. That's the plan.
Is it pretty obvious there's like one of these hobgoblins who's more in charge than the other?
Only one has spoken so far.
Shit. I'm not paying attention to him.
Do what?
Well, all right.
Can I hear everything that's being said?
Yeah, y'all are close enough to be able to attack these guys, so I would say so. Like, they're not talking quietly.
I'm gonna ask Glub via the murmur. You want to smoke all except one of the hobgoblins?
Jesus.
Bart's the smoker.
Do you want to
He's
kill
literally
all of them
smoking a
except
pipe.
for the one that is talking?
On 3.
Sounds good. I'll take the one that's not talking, if you can get the goblin you're near.
So, as y'all are, as y'all are preparing to do this,
I had a
Can't-
really nice deception check. I mean, I guess it kind of was a deception, kind of not a deception, since I do just want to go with them peacefully back to their camp and not have a fight.
right.
But apparently,
So as they're preparing to begin their assault, this guy's just the hobgoblin that is talking to you is just.
Was the plan not to interrogate?
Well, then we shall just gather ourselves up and make our way on then.
all right.
And then y'all do whatever you're gonna do.
When he says that, do the other goblins reveal themselves?
Nope.
They're still staying hidden. All right. I respect the hustle. I'm gonna
So
kill the shit out of this
right
one.
now, I just see two hobgoblins that we're speaking to. Correct.
Yeah, you have no
I
idea.
thought
I'd say,
I-
what's your passive, Christopher? Jakob?
11.
11? Yeah. Literally everybody can see that same 7 stealth ass dude. Like,
Oh, that's good that y'all can see him because y'all are about to see him die.
yeah. So
So
y'all can see
I'm
them,
just
but
gonna be like,
you see no evidence of the other two.
I just gonna go. Well, you gonna tell that one over there and his other two buddies to come out the bushes so we can make sure this is all nice and cordial.
And attack roll. So
Shit.
you two make whatever
I
attack
said
rolls.
on 3, dog. That was
Yeah.
10
Yeah.
seconds ago.
Yeah.
I'm
They-
a bitch.
That'd be a
All
hex
right.
and 2 shots towards
You get this is not a full. This is getting like an action, dog.
oh, just an action.
Yeah.
Alright.
This is just an action.
I mean, I
Okay.
can hex beforehand though, right? That's
What
last
components or what does Hex have?
good question, actually.
21 total for me.
21 to hit. That'll definitely hit if I recall.
We'll just shoot him. We'll just shoot him.
Okay. So So you go ahead and let me see the damage for the goblin.
I have to clear my dice out. Give me a second. Right. D8, D6.
I actually
And,
don't think there is a way for you to not kill him, but we'll see.
Do I get a response from this hobgoblin? Like at least maybe in the instant that this is happening.
Give me just a second.
Okay.
Well, I want these actions to be resolved here real quick.
Sure.
9 plus 6. 15. I rolled poorly. I rolled all 2s
15?
on the first roll.
Doesn't matter. Smoke
almost
the
have,
shit out of that guy.
Like 6 hit points or something shitty like that.
They do not have much, no. That your crossbow bolt just takes this goblin like through the spinal column, like about through the back of his neck and just through the throat as it chokes and falls over. Julian, what were your attack rolls?
It was a 16. 24 to hit.
Okay. Were you firing bow shots or just one?
I mean, can I fire bow shots?
This is like a surprise attack, so
Okay.
this isn't a ready action.
So the second one is a 17, much less.
17, both do hit.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Bart, do you have your
Damage
shield
on-
out right now?
I do.
Okay.
I get my mace in my hand. It's just upside. Well, I guess
Oh.
I don't. I have a pipe in my hand. So.
That'll be 12 and 9 respectively on damage.
12 and 9, so total of 21?
Yep.
Okay. Bart with a natural 20 against you. For
Oh.
number 1.
I'm getting shot at the same time.
You are
that
getting
they're
shot.
shooting?
Yep.
So we are both sneak attacking at the same time.
They were. It seems like they were holding actions for shit to get jiggy, and shit got jiggy. And you were the one they were aiming at. And the
Okay.
second one was a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that also hits.
Okay. So
Counterspell.
the crit hits you for 10 points of piercing damage, and the non-crit hits you for additional 5. And you said 21, right, Julian?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And that goblin's dead. Everyone's go ahead and roll initiative.
Yay!
Finally, Jesus Christ.
Hey, how many? Dude, this is the night of the 19s. I swear.
Right?
I did the natural ones for me.
Did you just roll another natural 1, Christopher?
No.
Oh, okay. Jesus Christ.
This one I actually
Okay.
rolled decent on.
I was
So,
gonna say, if Chris got another nat 1, I demand a 20.
I kind of. Halflings are a broken race. I didn't realize the ones were this incredible.
it do be like that. Okay, so 25 to 20.
Dirty 20.
21, dirty 20. So far, I got Bart with a 21 and Glub with a. Oh, whoops. Gosh dang it, I can't just flip this around. (2015)
19.
1919. I assume you have the higher dex out of the two.
The +2.
I have a +2. I have 14.
Whichever one of you
15.
prefers to
All
go
right.
first. Okay.
Who says that even number attributes are worthless?
Huzzah!
I mean, odd number attributes.
All right.
They help you go before your friends upwards inflection?
Ella with the big old 8.
God damn it, Ella.
Yeah, she's
What are
having a
you,
hard time.
me?
What are you,
What are you?
Ned?
At
No,
least she
that-
didn't. Well, that was a 4, so at least she has an 18 dex. It could have been worse.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's a quick lady.
Do what?
I
Yeah.
said, holy shit, that's a quick lady.
She run around in studded leather armor with a rapier, or essentially a rapier, mechanically a rapier. So,
Right.
Jesus.
Is that hobgoblin still up?
Yes.
God damn.
Beefy boy. Beefy boy.
You were quiet because he an illiterate barbarian. He got that damage resistance. Oh shit.
He's not. He's wearing armor. It does appear to be wearing armor. Let's see. Sorry, I just got to get all their initiatives rolled out here and then reorganize to make this shit make sense. I'm not exactly rushing this since it's 10:47.
Sure.
Ah,
I expect the entire fight to be over with in the next 13 minutes.
Okay.
He's okay. What a response.
they actually have 10 class levels each, so sucks to suck, boy.
That's like the most caring D&D. No, I want this combat to be over, and I want it to be over in 13 minutes. Let me speak to your dungeon master.
Good grief. Okay.
I know. I got more like aggressive, like over coffeeed business person vibes. I want this fight on my desk in 10 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
Now I'm just imagining like an official Winters of the Coast person going, "Ooh, only 2 encounters a day. You gotta bump those encounters." Official numbers.
This
for
wasn't
your
even a day. This is a new day.
system. Right, I know. I was just saying. Nevada branch. They do 5 encounters a day.
Grief.
Oh boy.
Okay.
This
Well,
is-
fuck. I wasn't quite expecting to need to pull up the Tailspire again tonight. So.
Yeah, fool. With this party, you always have Tailspire up.
I mean, you don't take prisoners without Tailspire, apparently.
Well.
We weren't going to talk to them so that we could brutally murder them, though. We're trying to talk to them to not kill them.
So we're gonna go to this other board.
Hell yeah.
Oh wait, that is the wrong board. It's the
I
same
see
board we just had.
See Burl right there.
No, I just had y'all on the other on that same. I just went to try to go to the same board, and it is during the day. Good gracious. Summon y'all onto this board, which is similar but not quite the same. Jones, I did save them as unique. Where should those motherfuckers be?
Press the space bar, and then in the top right-hand corner, you'll see unique creatures.
Oh,
Stop
there we
looking
go.
at the stream
Yep.
Or get spoiled on something.
Yep.
Whoopsie daisies.
It's a big-ass mushroom, bro. What the
Don't ask
hell?
questions.
There was one of those in the last minute. Well, I guess you didn't see it.
Yeah. Oh, good gracious. And then I need a Bart. And then I need an Ella's over here as well. Y'all were all the 3 amigos. God damn it, I did not think through all the fucking trees I put on this map.
You can,
You can-
layer it.
Let's do a top-down view. It'll be fine.
I'll move you
The
in a
green
minute, Ella.
slope spider, you
Jesus
can get it to,
Christ.
like, basically look like they've all been cut down.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Yeet!
I think that's green or yellow
There
or
we go.
something.
I think they'll still get in the way, though, of me moving shit.
Right.
Yeah. Unfortunately. You know, I don't want my library open. I just want that. And then we still need a Glub on the map. So,
If you go down one more layer, it looks like it's been, like, clear cut
yeah.
to make it
Who's
easier.
first in initiative?
You are, I believe.
Oh shit!
You had a
That
dirty
shit's real.
20. Yeah. Yeah, you're first in initiative. So, Glub and Julian. I can't get this fucking dice off my goddamn screen. Say y'all were kind of respectively around here,
Okay.
around where those y'all's trees are at. Y'all were on to the opposite side. You and Ella kind of backing him up. God damn it. Green thing. Block you, bitch. And Bart, yep, you were kind of in the front there. Our unique characters. I probably should have been a little more prepared for y'all to do some shit like this. But I wasn't, which these two guys have revealed themselves by firing. So we got,
Yeah.
God damn it. You're here. Don't get out of here, dice. And
You can right click and delete the dice.
I'll handle that in
I
a
just see the fucking dice fling across.
minute. Get the fuck out of here! Oh, good. Hey.
Ian says, I don't have to look for these dice when I throw them off to the
I
side."
don't have to look for those. I could have sworn there was a hobgoblin model, but I could be wrong. Huh. Gosh darn it. We're going to give him a half-orc model for now because that's easier. So we're going to do... This was homie that was doing the talking. Yeet. And then just so that he has a different model. And because that's a crazy-ass half-orc model, this is Silent Bob here. So...
Which one's the talkie guy?
Taki is the one on that is on your right hand side.
Okay. So the one with the two-handed sword?
Yeah, this one right here.
Okay.
So Jay, Silent Bob.
Okay.
That's how that's going for now, fellas. Holy good God in heaven. Okay, let's go. I should put on some fucking more
Some battle music.
More battle music on here. We'll at least begin this combat. God damn it. We want Bardic Jam, if I recall what that is. Oh no, that one's a lot calmer. I forgot. Oh wait, no, there's something called Goblin Attack. We have to use that one, right?
Hell yeah.
I don't think they intended the goblins being the one to get attacked in that song.
Oh my goodness. What the fuck is this?
I'm jamming. Let's go.
Hell yeah. Okay, so top of the initiative order. Bart.
I'm gonna roll a Constitution saving throw. See if I can keep my composure. This is just for me with a 17. I'll say yeah. They're like, whoa, damn it. Hold on. Don't fight. Just hold on a second. Oh, son of a. And I will try my best to not have the situation devolve further. Is that like a diplomacy check with disadvantage or?
That would be a persuasion check with disadvantage, yes.
Yeah. +5. Well, 13. Well, no, I'm sorry. I'm stupid. That's 15 total.
There is a dead goblin slumped against a tree behind you.
I also have 2 arrows sticking out of me, and I'm still telling them to kind of hold on. I feel like this at least counts for something.
Doesn't seem to be counting enough at this time.
Fair enough.
Hey, where was the goblin that he killed?
The one that he killed was like behind this tree right here, like this little stick of a tree. That's why part of why his cover was so fucking bad.
Gotcha. Roger.
Okay. Well, that was my go. That's my turn.
All right, nothing you want to do as a bonus?
I mean, Bart doesn't know if it succeeded or failed, so he's not going to do like a bonus action or anything.
That's fair. All right. So that brings us to this guy.
I'll put my pipe away as a bonus action.
I'll put my pipe away as a bonus. That sounds dirty. I'm gonna put my
Yeah, you
pipe
ain't gonna
away
lay
as a
no
bonus
pipe.
action.
Well, it's better than me saying I'll sling out my knob as a bonus action.
What'd you roll? You rolled a 21 on initiative?
Yes, 19 + 2.
Someone's going in between me and Bart.
Yes, sir. Someone rolled a natural 20 on theirs.
+0?
Yeah.
So I'm guessing one of the hobgoblins is going next. Who's about to fucking.
You are correct,
smack
sir.
my shit.
So, this one right in front of you, Silent Bob, who
By
just
the way, Burl is still on the screen on the stream.
is. Oh shit! I totally forgot that was a text overlay. So hold on, I got you. This is how we deal with this. Yeet, because I need it
just
up.
click
I'm
the
just
eyeball.
chucking it behind. Or I could just click the eyeball. That would make sense. Oh well. I did it the hard way instead because I like doing that to myself.
Okay. This fucking music, like
It's awesome.
like in the background.
Except there's only 2 goblins.
Yeah.
So what happens here is that the hobgoblin you shot in the back, Julian looks over his shoulder and then just turns around and takes 2 steps towards Bart.
Does he seem perturbed by the fact that he got 21 damage dumped into him?
He just kind of smiles at you. Just kind of sneers. And takes a step up towards old Bart. And is going to make 2 attacks with the glaive.
Oh gosh, that's not a dual wielder.
Do I? Oh, yeah, no. Attack number 1 is, I believe, going to miss with a 17 because you have your shield. So you're able to deflect off of your shield. And he just whirls it around and takes the next attack. And that one is going to be a 19.
That is my AC.
So 19 on the nose. Lucky, so that's not too bad. That one, it comes back around and across for 6 points of slashing damage.
Alrighty.
And he just kind of leers at you. As he stands there. My plan here, fellas, is we're going to go one way through all the way down to the bottom of the initiative. Okay? So that brings us to Glub's turn.
All right.
You know it didn't work now.
Yeah. You're able to go, oh shit, shield, bam, ping, and then slice. Like, oh fuck.
These guys revealed themselves when they shot, right?
Yeah,
So-
yeah. That's why they're visible to you. So basically,
Okay.
all y'all got your chance to shoot, but none of you guys have gotten the opportunity to try to hide again after the fact.
Gotcha. Glub has line of sight on both of these goblins, don't I?
It would appear so, yeah. Now that
Okay.
they've revealed themselves, yeah.
All right. Miles, stop now. I will aim. I'll do steady aim for this one off to the left.
Okay.
And spend my movement and bonus to shoot at him at advantage.
Sure.
That is a 13 plus 9 for a 20 something.
I think that hits for some reason. Yeah, it does. Yeah, go ahead and roll your damage.
Awesome.
I don't think, like I said, it's very, very difficult, I think, for you to not kill them. Just outright.
12, 15, 18 plus 6 for 24 points of damage to him.
Just about takes its head off its shoulders.
That's some Prince Ashitaka shit right there.
Goblins aren't very hardy. Alright. Is that going to be it for your turn, Glub?
That's it.
Alright. That brings us to Julian.
All right, so this boy with the cloak is the silent one, right?
That was the one that you shot previously, just kind of looked at you and then strode forward and attempted to smack the dog shit out of Bart.
All right, we're gonna hex him.
Okay.
They gesture and sigils and all that good shit. I'm going to take a shot at the goblin on the right and then a shot at the hobgoblin.
So right, then hobgoblin. Okay. Go
Yep.
ahead and roll 2 attacks.
14 plus 8 against the goblin.
You said goblin, then. So which hobgoblin are you shooting?
The goblin first
Right.
on the right.
Right. So
And
yeah, that
then
hits for him.
The hobgoblin that I hexed, which is the one that I already shot.
Okay. So same guy. So attack number 1, I believe you said higher than a 15, right?
It was a 20 something. Yeah.
20 something hits. Go ahead and roll damage. I don't think.
6 plus 7, so yeah, 13.
Plus 7.
Yeah.
What?
That's what it's got on my.
+1.
Yeah, it's a +1. He doesn't have a 5. He doesn't have a 20 charisma.
So
So
I
you
thought he
should.
had improved pack blade weapon or whatever.
That only gives you a +1, so that he should have a +5 plus a D8.
I'm looking at D&D Beyond. It says 7.
Is that your to hit?
No, it is under damage. 1d8 plus 7 piercing.
That is Hexblade's curse damage. Then
I do not have Hexblade's Curse selected at this time.
it is not possible for you to be doing 1d8 plus 7.
Alright, well,
So that should
If
be
we do-
+5.
yeah, we'll do 5 and we'll investigate later.
We'll figure out
it'll
what the problem is.
be 11.
11 points of damage, still enough. Kills the shit out of her. They got a solid first volley.
Alright, and that'll be a 18 to hit on the
18
Hobgoblin?
does hit the hobgoblin. He's not carrying
Okay.
around a shield. Like the other guy is.
I don't know, they got like Amulet of Giga Protection or some shit.
Gotcha. Go ahead and roll damage.
16 points of damage.
16 points of damage.
4 of which is necrotic, if that matters.
I seriously doubt it. Yeah. All right. So 16 total.
Yes.
Alrighty. Is that gonna be it for your turn?
Both goblins are dead. That hobgoblin is. Does it seem just completely unbothered?
It does not seem to be particularly phased.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Fuck it. Surrender or die.
Surrender or die.
Very good. Jakob. That brings it to your
That's all
turn,
the
buddy.
gas in my tank.
I am going to move in between the 2 of them.
Okay.
And I'm floating. Oh, there's a bush there. Oh,
There's
okay.
a bush there. Yeah.
I will move right.
Yeah. That square you can occupy easily enough.
I am going to hit the guy that Julian has been hitting. First with a regular attack.
Okay. Go ahead and make that attack roll.
17.
17 does it.
I'm going to.
Is that in taking account for your -2?
Yes.
Okay.
Going to additional d6, tripping attack him.
Trip attack. Okay.
Yeah. Wow, that's awful. 9 points of damage.
What's your DC?
I can tell you, I think it's 15.
Okay. Pretty sure I think he failed it because he rolled really bad.
It's either 15 or 16, I do know that.
Okay.
15.
Okay. Alrighty. 15. You kind of sweep his leg and catch him, and he does fall prone.
Alright.
Nice.
And then the second attack is going to be Great Weapon Master.
Okay, go ahead and roll. He is prone, so you can take advantage on that.
I'm assuming a 7 isn't going to hit.
A 7
Oh,
does
no.
not hit, so you go and you knock him out, and you immediately just kind of whirl around and go to like bring it down in like an overhead chop, and he just kind of like rolls, like does like a quick roll to the side, and your sword just slams into the dirt.
That is going to be it for me.
Be it for you. All right, that brings us to the other hobgoblin's turn. Who? Oh, my dear God. Let's see here. So he is going to, funnily enough, let me just double check this, is then going to turn and try to stab you back, Jakob. Okay?
Yep.
Okay. So,
Is that the one with the shield?
yeah, this is shield. The one with
Okay.
the shield and the sword is now lashing out at you.
Okay.
18 is your AC, correct? So it's 13 plus 5.
Yes, but unless this individual is... Oh, wait. Did they roll an 18 or did they get an 18?
At 18 total.
Okay. Unless this individual is deafened, I would like to sudden cacophony.
Okay, and that adds your proficiency bonus to your AC, correct? Okay,
Yep.
so with your you can see the blade arcing to connect with one of the gaps in your armor. You just kind of instinctually almost like call for mentally call for your daughter, call for sense aid, and just she seems to just fly up into this thing's face and screech, like in her facial features and everything distorting for like a brief second, and as it does, it just kind of jerks to the side, its sword just kind of skittering off of your armor.
I would like to riposte.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll.
You know what? I'm going to use this dice.
Is that a visible thing?
Fuck.
Or no?
I believe we said it's faintly visible. Like it's mostly coming. It's like manifesting for the creature, but with high enough like passive perception kind of deal, you can notice it.
Passive perception, you say?
Yeah.
Right. Like it's almost, and it's like a faint sense. Like you did. I think I gave you an active last time. So if everybody would like to roll like active perception checks just to see if they happen to just like feel something amiss.
I think it did.
Think so?
I think it did.
Oh, yeah.
18, 19, 20, 21.
What was that roll, Jakob? For your riposte?
Oh, it missed. I got 10.
Oh, 10. It does indeed miss. Like, while his blade goes skittering across your armor, he quickly refocuses as you go to, like, take advantage of his miss and bring it back in. He just brings his shield in front of himself as it just like, right into the wood of his shield.
Dog, we gotta change the music for next session.
We can,
I
but
can't
it's
with
fun
this
for now. Let me get rid of the fucking goblins because I realize I still have them on the map. They don't fucking exist anymore. So Ella is seeing the guy that seems to be getting focus fired and is currently prone, is going to take a step here, and as she draw her sword, and as is tradition, kind of lighting it up with that radiant glow, and is going to make 2 attacks at the dude who's fucking prone on the ground.
Oh shit.
Attack number 1, 18 natural, that is going to hit.
Nice.
That was a really
Holy
good
shit.
trip.
That was a really good trip. 13 for 19 points of damage.
Especially since all the range people have already gone.
Right. We're just gonna so attack number 1 was 19 points of damage. Attack number 2. That does hit. Wow. 18. It's 18 plus 19, fellas. 29, 37.
Yeah.
Ella just smacked the dicks off this man. Just
Literally?
no. She just comes up and just quickly like slash across his form.
Holy
Is
shit.
he is he dead?
He is not dead.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
It's Jason Bourne.
Fucking might be. And I'm talking about Ella. Holy shit.
Hey.
It'd be like that. But she rolled almost max damage on both attacks. Like a 6 and a 7 and then a 6 and a 5 on her damage dice both attacks. Then she has a flat +6 on each of those. So Ella hits like a dumpster truck when she's feeling when she's feeling like hitting. So she just comes up with a quick slam, and as we come back to our top of initiative with three of your foes taken out in quick succession, one that is on the ground and is kind of getting the tar kicked out of him for the moment. The other one seems to be fairly okay. That's where we're gonna go ahead and call it for tonight.
Hey.
As we listen to our goblin ambush music.
Plan went off without a hitch for sure.
Yeah, everything's fine.
Yeah, man. What could go wrong? Yeah, so thank you guys all so much for coming, hanging out with us tonight. Thank you guys so much for coming to play. I'm having a good time. This is a very different adventure from the ones that y'all have had previously, so I'm having fun with it so far. But so we'll be hopping off here for the evening. But first, go ahead and once again shout out the fact that we are still doing our good old running that charity for Extra Life. And that's worth checking out below. We're trying to get up to $3,500. It's going to be benefiting the Children's Hospital of Atlanta specifically, but the charity as a whole benefits children's hospitals across continental North America. So, very worthy cause. You might win some cool stuff like a gaming mouse, gaming keyboard, or a digital copy of Tasha's Cauldron and everything. So go ahead and take a look at that down below, and it's good. And be sure to catch us for our return to Across Eberron on Saturday, which is DM'd by our very own Glub. We have narrowly escaped death. Some of us didn't escape it. They just got brought back from it. So that was super fun and exciting. And we are still completely fucked. So be sure to come join us for that on Saturday at 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and we're going to give a raid to TPK Roleplay because we haven't raided them in a good long while. So we look forward to seeing y'all again this Saturday, and y'all have a good one. Show these guys some love because TTRPG is fun as fuck. Bye!
Bye.
Bye.